finally here. New voices, new faces. Welcome to the Pantheon.
You know, Robin, quite often people choke on a piece of food they're eating.
Right. What can you do for them?
Well, if I were choking, you'd stand behind me, wrap your arms around my waist, then make a fist with one of your hands and put it against my abdomen with your thumb against my body, slightly below my rib cage. Grab your fist and press in and upward. You might have to press and push up more than once. Try it again. It's important to get it right. Someone's life may depend on it.
Oh, nice. Oh,
What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. Here we are. We're together, you and me, once again. And it is time for the lounge. It is time to enjoy fandom in all of its many respects. Hey, if this is your first time to the lounge, just note the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me and all of us can get together and talk about the things that we love. That's right, and why we love them. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, and so much more. And if those things that get you excited, then please, 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 please stick around. All right, stick around. And how do you do that here on YouTube? You hit that subscribe button, you hit the notification bell, and you tell YouTube, hey, I like what's going on here. I want to stick around a little bit longer and do your thing. And also, if you've been around for a while, welcome. Always welcome to you guys. Love you guys. So glad for everyone who sticks around and hangs out with us and all the fun stuff that we do here at the lounge. It's always an interesting and entertaining evening when we come together here at the lounge. And so just know that you are all appreciated, each in your own very, very special ways. All right. So, but yeah, it's great to have you guys here tonight. And like I said, if this is your first time, just sit back, relax, kick the tires a little bit, maybe go around the perimeter a little bit, make sure that everything's in working order. We hope that you enjoy your time here. You may not agree with everything that we say, but I guarantee you this, that you'll know that we do care and that we do like to have fun and that we do respect everybody's opinions if you just don't act like a jerk. That's all. That's it. No big whoop. Hey, but thank you to all of those who support the channel real quick. We like to do this right out the gate. Thank you to all of the patrons. You guys are awesome. You can join the Patreon. The link is in the description below. Also, thank you to all of our members. We have 2 new members. Whoops, dang it. Let me add that back. And we're going to roll that back. We're going to roll it back because we're not going to go just... right there. So right below Rainbow the Gamer are 2 new members. Our Brodan. Brodan joined last night. So Brodan joined on the pregame show for Kenobi. And Austin S. joined on the postgame show. We had such a great discussion this morning. Well, it was yesterday morning now, about Kenobi after the show. If you want to see a real, legit conversation from a lot of different people about not just Kenobi, but fandom in general. I mean, we were talking Star Trek, we were talking Kenobi, we were talking various different things, man. And William had a great insight into some stuff with that. And man, it was really, really awesome. Really great time. Silent Scotty joined us, and it was just fantastic. So much so, man, that Austin was just like, dude, I love this community. He literally found us last night, and he was like, I love this already. I love the vibe here. and immediately joined up on the membership and followed us today on all of our social media, which is awesome. I love that. Speaking of social media, all the links to all of our everything is down in the description below. Literally, if you want to join the membership, it's down there. If you want to join the Patreon, it's down there. All the different things. If you want to just follow us on social media, all the links are down there, including our personal ones. And we would love to have you guys a part of that. All right. So yes, there are all the members. Remember, you get cool emoticons. You get cool videos when we release, exclusive videos just for the members. I'm going to do some more exclusive content. I would love to hear from you guys what you guys would like to see as far as exclusive content. More of. Thank you to everyone who gives super chats, of course, and to anyone who just wants to, anyone who just helps the channel out. We appreciate you. Also, don't forget, we have the store with all kinds of cool shirts and mugs and all kinds of fun stuff, all kinds of different designs. You can get all these designs on anything of your choosing down there, and it's a lot of fun. So go sign up for that. Go take a look around the store, as it were. All right. And remember, if you do any of those things, you are in the running for our giveaways. And right now, the giveaway is this bad boy right here, Skeletor from Masters of the Universe Revelation. I know some people are like, I didn't like it. That's fine if you didn't like it. But you got to admit, man, this artwork, this design is still super cool. So I would suggest that if you haven't already, join in any way, or of course, give a super chat or something like that, and you're automatically in the running for any one of our numerous giveaways, because we do a lot of giveaways around here. All right, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything off the top of my head. No, I think we're all caught up on everything. I will say real quick hello to everyone in the chat. What's up, Patrick? Says, I go to bed. Nathan Fillion was great in the Green Lantern. In the Green Lantern. Oh, that's right. He was in the animated movie. Yes, you're right, Patrick. And Castle TV show. What's up, Aaron? Good to see you, Aaron. What's up, Todd, my man? MCU night. Yes, Todd. We got a lot of MCU stuff to talk about. Yes, for sure. Excuse me. Yep, there you go. He says, the MCU fanboy. I know him. LOL. Enosh. Yeah, that's funny. What's up, Blake? Says, finally caught up on Stranger Things. Awesome. We're going to do a Stranger Things night where we just discuss the entire season. But I'm probably going to do it. We may do it right before the next 2 episodes drop on the 1st of July, just to get everybody pumped for it, But I wanted to give everybody a chance. I knew there were people behind. So yes, the plot keeps getting stranger and more shocking. Can't wait for July 1st. Me either, Blake. Yes, I didn't even see your next question. We still are going to plan that. What's up? You do suck. Good to see you, my friend. Anthony Beltre says, what's up, Enosh? How was your night? And Josh says, garbage. Black Canary actress is on something. She wrong. But why don't you get in here and tell us, Anthony? Why don't you get here and tell us? Why don't you get off other streams and come over here? What's up, Jason Ease? Good to see you, my friend. Let's see who else is in here. Hey, what's up, Tony Movie Chappie D9 Neil Blomkamp fan? That's a mouthful, but I'm glad that you're here. Says, hey guys. What's up, TW McKay? Says, hey everybody, can't stay sadly, so drop in a like and saying hey. We love you. We love you, TW, for sure. Always love it, TW McKay. And when he can even come on. What's up, the real Double T? What's up, Real WT? Good to see you. Dat Dude Vince is here. Landon is here. Simon Section says, what's up, Enosh? Saw Lightyear, enjoyed it very much. I'm glad to hear that, because I want to like Lightyear. I hear the people complaining about it and whatnot, and look, I want to like it. I go into stuff wanting to like it. I don't want to waste my time watching something that I feel like I'm going to hate. And I've shared it before, like Miss Marvel. I didn't think that I was going to like that, so I kept putting it off. And then I just happened to be alone with Tiff, and Tiff wanted to watch it, and I was like, okay, I'll watch it. And I was very pleasantly surprised. And now we're 3 episodes in, and I'm really enjoying it, really enjoying it. Hey, there's Tim. What's up, Tim? How you doing, brother? It's been a while since we've talked, Tim. But I watch all your TikToks, man. I watch all your TikToks, bro. And I try to keep up with what you're doing, man. So it's good to see you. Says Ray texted me and said this was a safe place for Raylos. It is. It is a safe place for Raylos, my friend. I love you, Tim. You're a good guy, man. What's up, Elastor? What's going on? Good to see you. Oops. Hit everything. Jumped. Gosh, I love when StreamYard just you guys don't see this, but my little chat readout thing just goes every once in a while, just boom, just jumps, and I miss everybody's thing. Spherical Man is here. Says Deadpool 3. Hey, I'm listening. We're gonna talk Deadpool 3. What's up, CJH? Hey, CJH, if you want a link, let me know, and I'll send you a link. All right, hit me up on Twitter. Send me a private message, and I'll get you a link. What's up, Richard Gilbert? Good to see you. This is good evening, Enosh. Real Double T says, Enosh, I would love to see Shazam and Superman fight Black Adam on the big screen. So would I, man. So would I. Like, I keep saying it. The Rock can say anything that he wants. He can make all this, nonsense about how, the hierarchy of power is going to change in the DC universe, whatever. But the reality is if his Black Adam doesn't end up fighting Henry Cavill's Superman, not another Superman that they hire on or whatever. It needs to be Henry Cavill's Superman at this point, because he's talked a big talk all this time. If they just change out Superman and we don't have any backstory to the Superman, we haven't seen what that Superman can do, it's not going to mean anything. It's not the hierarchy of power changing. Let's be honest, right? So, but dude, I'm right there with you. I would love to see that for sure. It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the panel on Poindexter Lounge tonight. I like that. If I, you know what? We should try that sometime and see if we can get away with it. That's what I would say. I would say we should see if we can get away with it and see if it doesn't, copyright claim us. Like, maybe, you know what? I could actually re-record it. That would be fun. That'd be fun, actually. And I love this right here. Dude, that's one of my favorite covers from Reign of the Superman. Cyborg Superman with all the wiring and everything. Oh my God. Yes, Scotty. It was good, wasn't it? It was a good time. UD Suck says Jody's Corner was mad that Vader was defeated. Oh, dear God. People who don't know anything. I'm just sorry. I'm not sorry. It is what it is. Hey, Scotty, there's a link if you got time and you'd like to join the conversation tonight. I added you to our group, actually, and the link is in there. Or if you need me to supply you one somewhere else. Yes. Yes, The Boys as well. Stranger Things and the Boys, man. I hear that this week's The Boys is supposed to be pretty crazy. Hashtag HeroGasm. That's all I'm hearing. And yeah. We'll have to wait and see about that. Oh, come on. I clicked off it again and did it. Oh, hey, what's up, Fourth 1000? There's my bud, Fourth 1000. There's my other buddy, Peter Rabbit's Defender, says, yo. Hello there, brother. Hello, Peter Rabbit's Defender. Good to see you, my friend. Real WT says, I'm skipping The Flash, Batgirl, Aquaman, and The Lost Kingdom, but not Blue Beetle, Shazam, Fury of the Gods, and Black Adam. Hey, you know what? If that's what you feel you need to do, that's fine. I don't begrudge anybody doing that. I'm going to see The Flash. I'm going to see Batgirl. I'm going to see Aquaman. I'll be honest with you. As much as I liked Aquaman 1, I'm not sure that I'm going to like Aquaman 2. But I'm still going to go see it because I'm a DC fan, right? And I'm going to support DC films. It doesn't mean somebody contacted me this week, actually. This is the kind of DMs I get, and it's a good guy, so I'm not mad at him. And this is actually what I like. This is what I prefer somebody to do. If you got a problem with me or you think I said something that you're mad about, instead of maybe like going in other chats and like talking bad about me or, going to people that don't like me to kind of like make you feel better about it, reach out to me. Just reach out to me. Like, send me a message. My DMs are open. You can send me a message. All the links are in the description below, and I will have a conversation with you. If you want to treat me like a normal person, I'll treat you like a normal person. We'll have a conversation. And this is a person who has supported the channel, in the past, and they felt that I was like changing my tune or something, because of like where I stand on some of these movies now. And it's not that I've changed my tune at all. I still don't like Walter Hamada. I still don't like Toby Emmerich. I loathe Joss Whedon. And I think Jeff Johns is very problematic and has a lot of issues there too. And I still 100% absolutely support Ray Fisher. And I tell people to suck it if they don't, because I'm sorry, I believe the man. That being said, person reached out to me and we had a great conversation and we talked about it, right? And it's not that I'm flip-flopping on the movies, but my thing is that there are other people in these films that are not Walter Hamada, right? Or Toby Emmerich or whatever. And with The Flash, Ezra Miller's in there, Ben Affleck's in there, Michael Keaton's in there. I don't give a crap about Walter Hamada and Toby Emmerich. I'm not supporting them. I'm supporting something completely different. Let me get some lint. I'm looking at myself in the monitor there. I got some lint. All right, well, I want to get people in here real quick. So I think Ed H is here. Yo, what's up, Ed H? Roll call, roll call. I have to put a little roll call thing together. That'd be fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, welcome with me. He's a chip off the old block. He's my mini-me. Mini-me. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from parts unknown. Well, not really. It's just like right up there in his bedroom. Ladies and gentlemen, Landon, a.k.a. Lil Sus. What's up?
Hello.
What's up, Lil Sus? How you doing tonight, bro?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing today?
I'm looking good, man. You just finished Kenobi, too? You're fresh. You're like fresh out of Kenobi. What did you think, bro?
I thought it was fantastic. I loved every second of that episode.
Heck yeah.
Everything had a place in that episode, and it was pretty good. I'm speechless. It was so good.
It was, man. It was really good. I don't understand the love, or excuse me, the hate. I mean, for the show that I've been seeing today from some of the bigger names too. I just don't get it. But
Right.
hey, you know what? We got the big names here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We got Brian, Master of None. What's up, Brian?
What's going on? Not
You're looking
much,
dapper.
guys.
You're looking
Thank
dapper,
you.
sir, in
Thank
your
you.
shirt there. And yeah, man, you're looking good.
Not too much, man. I really enjoyed everything. Fell asleep way too early last night. As soon as I got done with the episode, I was like, so
Right.
Try not to do that. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, dude, you're looking good these days, man.
Oh, thank you. I've actually been losing quite a bit of weight. So
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like we could tell, man. You're looking good, bro. You're looking good.
thank you.
Yeah, man. You're looking good, man.
Feeling
Good to
good.
have you on the panel tonight. And then, of course, we got Jimbo. What's up, Jimbo?
Hello there.
Or as I
What's
like
going
to
on?
call him, Guy Smiley. Guy Smiley.
Yep.
Remember Guy Smiley
Guy
from
Smiley.
Sesame Street? Guy Smiley?
No.
No? All right. Well, there you go. How you doing tonight, Jimbo?
Pretty good. Just wow, Kenobi was something today.
Right?
I know. It was just like, I see everyone complaining about them not using like Star Wars music, but I thought the music during like events in the episode, not going to spoilers, was perfect. The music was great in this finale, and I did not even skip a beat. It was great.
Yeah, heck yeah. And then also here tonight, we have the CJH. What's up, CJH? How you doing, brother?
Greetings.
Good to have you on the panel tonight.
Yes, of course.
Very chill. Very chill.
I tried to be.
There you go. But yeah, man, the topic of the day today was Kenobi. Like it, love it, hate it, whatever. It is what it's. Ooh, and then coming in here real quick. There you go, spoilers out the window.
That's not a spoiler.
It kind of is, bro.
Look, you know what? Look, we had look. I look at it this way, man. If you have not watched it yet, I'm sorry, but we may, because we're going to talk about Kenobi. It's not on like the docket of stuff, because the docket is kind of light tonight. It's not like long stories really, but yeah, we're going to talk about Kenobi. a little
This
bit.
is
I mean, come on.
from the Fandom Menace. This is not.
Oh yeah, that time that he was
Yeah.
that time when he was a Force ghost, in the Fandom.
Right.
I just want to
Extended
say once
edition?
again
This was
that
an
I called it.
extended
I
edition.
called it right before the show started. I told you that we were gonna get Force Ghost, Qui-Gon. Even though everybody told me no.
Disney does not follow the books. There you go.
You don't
No,
want
you know what it is. You know what it is that like the Force Ghost can still they can still learn. They can still learn. What's up, Kamuzu? Good to see you. And they can still learn after they pass, So
That's true.
it's cool. But yeah, so I'm taking it everybody here has seen. Has anybody on this panel not seen Kenobi?
watched it.
Okay.
I was here last night with y'all talking about it.
Greatest episode ever.
I know, Scotty. I wasn't necessarily just saying that to you. I mean, you brought it up that you didn't think you could, but I was like, yes.
Hey, he
I
pulled
think
an Andrew
we'll see.
Garfield though. He said I'm not gonna be in the show.
Yep. And I
Can't
thought it
wait
was,
to see it.
I thought it was so cool at the end. I mean, right where is and like how it was a perfect way to end it because just that smirk on his face and he's just like say, hey, we got a ways to go, you know. That was.
He's like, I'm always here. Yeah.
You just weren't ready to see yet. That's oh
Yep.
my gosh.
He wasn't at peace yet.
Yeah,
You still
it's
have
true.
that conflict and guilt.
If you could have had Obi-Wan, because Fourth 1000 here says Qui-Gon should have appeared when Obi-Wan was trapped in the rubble in a flashback to give him confidence. Then that's stapled on attachment at the end. So if you could have put Qui-Gon in a different part of that episode, where would it be? I'll tell you where I would have put him. I would have put him right as he landed on the planet before he met Vader. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of kept expecting that a little bit.
Kind of, but like, I guess.
Maybe
guess.
his voice.
I think it'd be cool if we heard his voice like while he was fighting Vader, maybe.
Like a
I
flashback.
feel like
kind of thing.
Yeah.
that would like distract Obi-Wan though. I would feel like because he's been trying to
Yeah,
contact
that
him
would
for the
distract
longest
him.
time, so he's trying to like he's like trying to go toe to toe with Vader, and like
Yeah.
that's a difficult enough already. So like having that emotional like impact of hearing his master's voice again, that would just completely throw him off.
True.
There might be, who knows? I hope there's a season 2, but I don't think there will.
I heard there were rumors about a season 2, maybe.
Hayden and Ewan want to do a season 2.
But I mean, I don't want to see
I'd
Vader
love to
again.
see
though.
a Darth Vader show.
So,
Ooh, like just a Darth Vader show. I would be
With,
down to see
like,
a Darth
Hayden.
Vader show.
We need that Padme
Flashbacks
scene,
and
bro.
stuff
We
like
need
that.
the Padme grave scene because like that would be like straight.
Oh.
That would be emotional roller coaster for sure.
Man, can you imagine a Vader show where like he's just going around, you know, like hunting down Jedi or something, you know?
I think
or
that would
whatever?
And we
probably
get
the biggest show.
flashbacks in the Clone Wars and stuff.
Like they could do so much. I know people are like, but the whole saga is about. I'm like, but yeah, but still. I mean,
But there's
yeah,
also a lot of stuff we haven't seen though. So
that's exactly it. But you know, to always the same line is the whole saga is about him. Why do we need more? I mean, there's still plenty of content to talk about.
plenty
and
of stories
have.
left. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just because you know we saw Vader in New Hope and this and a little tease in Revenge of the Sith. I mean, there's so much more they could do with Vader, and I cannot wait to see because I mean they got Hayden back, so they might as well take full advantage. And plus, they want to continue working on Star Wars content, so just why not sign them again and get them on show?
He show up in the Ahsoka series, but as a flashback and stuff like that. But and maybe we'll see him at the end of Ahsoka, who she fights and stuff like that.
I think we'll see some flashbacks. I wouldn't even put it past him. I mean, since Scotty's talked about how in the new book that's coming out, Anakin appears to Luke as a Force ghost. So that's going to be canon that Anakin can appear as a Force ghost. So it would be really cool if Anakin appeared to Ahsoka.
Oh, dude. Oh. And goes like, hey, Snips or something like that. Like,
dude, can you imagine that moment, dude?
Like, bro, are they trying to make grown
And
men
then,
cry?
and people from the Clone Wars series will complain. It's like, oh my god, no! It's a shut up.
Well, then it's going to be if we don't get it, then people are going to be pissed off, but whatever.
Soups
It's
is
all
going to be
about
heartbroken.
cameos. Yes. Oh, he's gonna cry. Oh my gosh. I
Soup
don't even
get paid by
Soups
Warner
and
Brothers and
Star Wars
Disney.
theory are like in the same boat. Like if they don't get what they want and what they expect, it's just like they cry over it, and then get pissy at other people when they call them out for just being just ungrateful, or it's not even ungrateful. It's just being like downright just like
They're just hype people.
Well, today it was Den of Nerds, man. Den of Nerds was bitching and moaning about it. You can't be saying that you don't like something without everybody getting mad at you. Like, well, how do you think those of us who like The Last Jedi have felt for the last 6 years? Shut the hell up and go away, man. I'm sorry. I got no filter anymore for
sympathy for this stuff.
for this fandom menace acting crap. You know,
It's
like
when
if it was a Dead and Nerd said today, I should find it, but like Dead and Nerds was all like if you come against it, if you come against it and you call those people out, you're gonna make it worse than it is. It's like whatever, man. Stop.
So
It's
there's
like
only
when
one
you
thing
say
that-
you like Obi-Wan, and then you got a bunch of them going
like
down your
Reva.
Dude,
throat.
I got people harassing me over freaking just loving Obi-Wan. You know,
How
I mean,
dare you?
I know, man. Like it's like, and some of them are people that I like, but it's like I keep telling them, like, just please stop, please stop, please. I don't want to block you. I really don't want to block you, but you're annoying me now. But you know what's weird though is I'm seeing like you guys know how much like I respect Robert Meyer Burnett, right?
Oh, he hates this. He
And
called it
he
garbage
hates
today.
this. He absolutely hates this show. And I was like, I'm like just sitting there thinking, like, Robert, man, dude, really?
Why such
He said,
butthurt?
he said it breaks the canon. I was like, bro, what?
Well,
Oh, it
okay,
doesn't.
bro,
didn't
whatever.
he not like the prequels anyway?
No, he
Maybe
did.
it's a little bit of that.
So he only
Maybe.
like Revenge of the Sith and that stuff. Other than that,
Either way, everyone went into the show with certain expectations, and some people went in with no expectations and just took it at face value of what they got, and they loved it. Some people had the highest expectations because
And were
to bring back
disappointed.
Ewan, yeah, and then they're expecting all this like Soups and Star Wars series. They had all these expectations, and when they didn't come true and what they wanted, they had issues with it. And then when people said, "Dude," just they call them out on it, like, "Dude, you just gotta enjoy it for what it is, not what you want it to be." Then they push back
I
and
mean,
say
the
they're
show
toxic.
gave us
Does anybody remember
everything
2017?
that we wanted. He even said hello there.
Yeah,
Bro, they even
that
gave
was-
us
that
the
was
meme. I mean, it's just it was great for what it was. I mean, yeah, there's some flaws in it, but overall, I think it was a solid, solid mini series or limited time series. And I
it was
definitely
better than the
enjoyed it.
Book of Boba Fett.
What'd you
for
say?
sure.
What'd you say, Brian?
Oh, I was gonna say, does anybody remember what it was like to be on YouTube around 2017, 2018? Because I do.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing those videos. Yeah, very tough.
Oh,
Okay,
dude,
guys.
it was rough.
It's
man.
the same. Okay, this is why I can't stand this anymore. Okay, and I say this in general because this is what ruined for me sometimes these particular properties, particularly Star Wars. Okay, no matter what we want to say about it, we hyped ourselves up so bad in 2017 that
Oh, he followed you?
the
He
Last
does.
Jedi
Yep.
came out.
Yep, he follows me.
Oh, don't even get me started on this guy. Phew.
Oh
Look,
shit!
there's a lot of things
Den of
that
Nerds.
I know. There's a lot of things Den of Nerd says that I don't disagree with. But like, look, if I disagree with you, I'm gonna disagree with you. It's just like my friend.
Well,
mine's
mine's a little more fundamental.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Well, to be honest, if I didn't have this issue, I wouldn't be sitting here on this panel right now.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Every time I see a clip of them reading super chats, it's always funny.
But either way, like I said, we just overhyped ourselves for The Last Jedi and anything else Star Wars. So, and we do this with everything. So no matter what comes out, it's just going to be, disappointing, a dud, bad writing, blah, 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 blah. But this show, I did not have that at all. I had no anticipation. I had no anything. So I had fun every single episode. Whatever, filler, I don't care.
That's
my
what it was
rules
just
now-
fun.
Everybody rated.
Well, my rules now are, okay, if you can keep me from thinking about how crappy the world is outside for an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, bravo. Okay? I mean, very simple needs, very simple things, okay? And that show did it in spades. So, that's all I can say.
Was everybody rated in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series?
9 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10 too. Yeah.
10 out
Landon?
of 10.
I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10.
I'll give it an 8 point. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. 8 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What do you give
I
it,
didn't
Jimbo?
like episode 4, but episode 5 and 6 made it up for it. So yeah.
What about you, Jimbo? Jimbo, are you muted?
No. Yeah, I'm
He's
muted.
muted.
And also I was fixing my audio. So I missed the question.
Oh, I see. What was your rating on it? No,
we said what did you rate it?
I mean, I would have to give it a 9.2.
Jimbo's sitting over here.
Pronouncing you guilty. You're on mute, Jarrell.
At least it
much.
wasn't me this time.
Yeah, I was about to say Brian was last. Like, I mean, Brian had to pass the mute mantle. So I mean,
I don't last very long on that one.
Wait, hold on. Fourth 1000. You're seriously giving Kenobi 3 out of 10?
because it had Reva in it. She's ruined the whole episode.
Oh man, dude.
I like the way they redeemed her. They did that perfectly.
You know what, Fourth 1000.
She's a great character.
You know what? I'll respect you for this. Like, we may, I may groan or whatever, but like, I respect this, right? It says I hate Obi-Wan, but I won't harass anyone over it. And and that's the thing. Is like we don't have to like everything the same. We're not like I totally banned somebody. I blocked somebody this morning on the show because they came in like full on just going, Enosh is an echo chamber. Enosh is an echo chamber, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and goodbye to you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have time.
Echo.
Right.
Echo.
Like, I don't have time for that nonsense. Like, listen, if people have legitimate, stuff that they don't like about it, like anybody who watches the show knows that this show is not an echo chamber. The show is not just about what Enosh thinks. The show has many people who are different, who think many different things, and that is
probably
fine.
was corrected.
Okay, stop lying, Enosh. He paid. Okay, spoiler alert. He pays us to agree with him. Okay.
Okay. Well, now you're not getting paid. Good going. Well, you just ruined the gravy truck for yourself, didn't you, buddy?
More for me, buddy.
There you go, Brian. You're welcome.
But no, so this was this is what Den of Nerds said today. I think Star Wars fans don't understand how they helped create some of the haters. Did we?
Star Wars fans? Absolutely.
Hold on, we created the haters?
Yes, because the haters are Star Wars fans.
But
or
no,
at least were at one point in time.
Because
I refuse to not take any responsibility in this situation. We as fans create these situations. Absolutely.
No. I'm not saying I'm not saying that we don't create these situations. I'm saying I disagree with the idea that like calling people out for the nonsense created somehow the haters. Like they were haters to begin with. That's why they get called out.
Well, see that's
they are fans.
That's not what they're talking about, though. They're not talking about that.
He says here, I think the Star Wars fans don't understand how they helped create some of the haters by labeling them as something they are not. Also, if you try to attack criticism, and even when it is well-reasoned, try to label it as something toxic, you create more hate and frustration. I get that.
Kind of true.
It's kind of true. It's kind of true, but I do know though. I do know that he is kind of fandom menace, and he's kind of in that block of people that has those ideas. And the thing is that's the problem is that they attack everything, but then and I'm not saying this about Josh.
But see, you're kind of labeling Josh right now.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Well, Josh has aligned with that before.
Well, yes, and no.
I'm not making an accusation. He is. That's what he is identified as.
Well, I'm just no.
He has in the past.
So I mean,
yeah, he has in the past.
When he made that video, I'm joining the Fandom Menace. That was a
time ago. No. But
I got suckered on that one too.
Oh well, maybe not. I don't know. I'm just saying.
No,
like,
I'm just
saying like the things that like even like we're talking about here, like about people hating on stuff just to hate on it. Like that's not creating them or pushing them to hate that stuff. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that's creating them. My point here, my criticism is. Critique is fine, but when criticisms are constantly negative or joyless about everything, it reveals that they're not a true critic. A true critic will look at the good and the bad. A lot of these people today who now claim to be critics or they claim to be fans even, like when everything is just the sky is falling and the entire lump of everything sucks and it's horrible and it's woke and it's, feminist and, and all these things. Like you're just showing that you're not really a true critic because you're not because Brian, like you said, like you're there to escape from it. You know what I mean? To escape from life for a minute, and like watch something and just have fun with it. And it shows those people are not. They're not there to do that at all.
Everyone has
It
their own.
just shows that they're predictable.
You have to
when
engage
everything.
with them, though. That's my whole thing. I am sick and tired of dealing with the menace because, one, we're never going to change anybody's damn mind. We're just going to sit here and go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
I'm not saying engage with them. I'm not saying everybody has to engage with them. I'm saying though, about the idea in general that people who call themselves critics are not these days are not really critics. They're just predictable a-holes. They're just going to spew the same thing. We know what Doomcock is going to think about Star Trek. Like, no matter what, Brian. You know what I mean?
That's why I don't have to listen.
Exactly. But I'm saying there's people out there though who get sucked into that. That's been my only problem, Brian, with any of those people, is there are people who get sucked into that.
Well, I just feel like there's different methods of trying to reach people, and throwing stones from our easily breakable glass houses is not going to do any different. I mean, I don't feel like criticizing the Fandom Menace does anything, because all it does is exactly what Josh says it does. It creates more division, more problems. All we're doing is throwing more crap at each other because we couldn't let what somebody else had to say about a movie go.
I think that goes both ways.
It goes both ways, but I'm just saying there has to be a point where you put your weapons down and just
100%.
walk away and enjoy what you want to enjoy. And that's the point I'm at now. Because I'm just like, dude, why? Why go back and forth? I mean, I understand it's content, what the hell? But it's hollow. I mean, what do you get out of it?
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know that it's not hollow for me, because I'll be honest with you. There are so many people that I talk to, Brian, and it's not just Star Trek, right? I get what you're saying, Brian. I totally get what you're saying, but like it's not just Star Wars or Star Trek. Like it's things in general that like people have these misconceived notions. Like I've known a lot of people who have thought that, like, for instance, like people like Mike Zero were legit, or that Doomcock was legit, or they see something, and it doesn't help when like a news outlet like they think it's a legit news outlet. Like what's the one that like is always like quoting Doomcock?
We Got This Covered.
Well, We Got This Covered does, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like people see those things, like, and I think that there are some times where it's like, if we don't tell people, like there's many people, and look, and I'm not saying that's for everybody. I'm not saying that's for everybody to make commentary on that, but it's like when people are talking to me about movies and they're like, hey, did you hear they're going to reset the entire, sequel trilogy, right? But it's not even that I got to go after somebody and attack them for it. That I don't have to go after somebody.
Can't you just leave them alone in their ignorance?
No, why would I leave why would I leave a random fan alone?
They'll find out on their own.
No, dude. That's like saying don't talk about anything anymore. Don't talk about Star Trek anymore, and like correct anything that like somebody comes to you and says,
just
well,
talk
is this
about
it?
How you want to talk about it. Don't focus on how other people talk about it.
Well, no, dude, if somebody comes to me and they're like, hey, I saw it on We Got This Covered that they're going to do this, I'm absolutely going to tell them, no, that's not true, because We Got This Covered is not a legit outlet. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that at all. I don't think there's anything wrong with calling a spade for what it is. I mean, it is what it is, dude. It's like the same people who attack Star Trek and anything else, man. It's like,
I know. That's how I found Doomcock. I used to be a part of these people. That's why I'm like, guys, I've been down this road before.
It's not about trying to get. Look, it's not trying about. It's not about trying to change Doomcock or Geeks and Gamers or the Fandom Menace. It's not about that at all. To me, it's about trying to educate people about what is real and what's not real.
It's proselytizing, kind of,
I'm not trying to proselytize anybody anything. But
no, I'm just saying, like,
I'm trying just education at this point. It's education at this point, honestly. I mean, dude, you don't have to agree with me. I'm just telling you. I
mean, I don't, but I don't want to keep this going. So
no, it's fine.
I blame William in the background here. It's just all his fault. He's
what the hell are you talking about? No, I'm just telling you, man. I've gone at this with Max before. I don't like criticizing them because it opens you up for the same amount. Remember when Jeremy came on? Like, it just turns things into a shit show. But I understand. That's kind of what we do, So, like I said.
I don't know. I mean, I thought that discussion was a good discussion. Listen, people, but I do believe that truth is truth, and I don't believe that it's necessarily that
from a certain point of view.
Well, not no.
Truth,
I don't
justice,
believe that
and
truth is from a certain point of view. I don't believe that truth is from a certain point of view. Like if people are lying about stuff and confusing,
I think it depends on the
confusing fans.
situation.
I think if it's people confusing fans of stuff or getting people's hopes up for it, that's where they're just going to hate it then. Because if you get their hopes up for something that's not true and nobody ever says anything about it then yeah, they're not going to, it's just like everything. It's just like all this stuff that we've been seeing lately, whether it be the Kenobi series or whether it be, Discovery or Picard or, whatever else, that people get all these like crazy ideas in their head. They're going to do it. And they have people feeding that into their head. If nobody stands up and goes, hey, you know what? No, that's not true. Hey, here's where, we need to tame our expectations and we need to do this. I mean, I don't think that that's necessarily even attacking anybody. That's just like the normal discourse of talking about movie news. Like this is real. This isn't real. Like this is real reporting. This is not real reporting.
What if like
I would believe it if we were less snarky about it sometimes.
Like people
but
like
that's just I'm not talking about this panel. I'm just like us in general, our side of the aisle, as it were.
Yeah, I mean sometimes it's matching. I get that.
I just say I have perspective, guys. So just take it.
Well,
as long as
we all agree, as long as we all agree that William is old as crap, and he's got a new theme song.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. The fudge, man.
I still think Mike Zero is trolling everyone.
Do you?
I mean, have you seen his thumbnails?
I don't know. I think he's legit. I think he actually thinks this stuff or like comes up with this on the spot and just makes it. Like, how do you produce that many videos in a single day?
I know he knows. I mean, he obviously know. Look, if he doesn't know that he's lying, that's a whole other discussion. That's a discussion for like some professionals. You're right there. I mean,
what would you say to somebody that would tell you something from Mike that they heard from Mike Zero, and then come to find out Mike Zero is just making it all up?
Well, he is, but that's the problem. He's also like he's going to the bank on that stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's where dude. I'll be honest with you, Brian. It's the same thing. I posted a thing today. Like you all know, I'm a pastor, right? And I posted something today because I got this plan that I need a minister for, besides myself, right? It can't be me, so I need a minister for this thing. And I started going down a list of ministers that I know and everything. And honestly, I was like, no, I don't trust any of these people. Like, I honestly don't trust, like, I'm not saying that. And so I made a Facebook post. I said, it's sad because there's very few ministers that I trust, very few pastor friends of mine that I trust. And I had a lady come into my Facebook and say, well, you shouldn't say that about a man of God. You shouldn't say that, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, no, truth is truth. And I get what you're saying, but you know what? And if it was like if it were people who were really like, I felt like that their heart was really in a good place and like, maybe, they've just messed up, or make mistakes. People make mistakes. Ministers make mistakes just as well as anybody else makes mistakes. But then there's just bad people, right? Who are grifting people and are like, there's ministers who are obviously their whole thing is, to just try to pad their numbers and, and make money. And I disagree with that. I mean, that's against my very core because I think that that's against like what I'm called to do. Right. And so, yeah, Scotty, you shouldn't say anything bad about the clergy, the Pope. But so it's like, I'm willing to, to touch on that as well. Whoops, who did we lose? It got really quiet all of a sudden.
Who?
What are you sharing here? Oh, the thumbnails.
Yeah, we're supposed to get episode 10, apparently.
Well, I'm sure we'll get episode 10 at some point.
Next year and a half.
No.
was gonna say, can you hear my fan?
All the
Is that what's
leaks.
making noise?
It's not that bad.
So
It's
many
not that bad.
leaks.
Oh, I could turn it off. It's not that cold in here anymore.
Every day there's a new leak. Every day.
Wait,
And
did
Kathleen
that-
Kennedy gets fired
Leaks
every
more
day.
than my
Wait, did
toilet.
that say that George Lucas is coming out of retirement? Oh my God.
He's supposed to have been coming out of retirement now for the last 6 years, right? So
Every time.
every time a bell rings, I think Kathleen Kennedy gets fired and George Lucas comes out of retirement.
Did you know that Kathleen Kennedy rehired Gina Carano?
Did you know that they're both canceled and fired for the 90th time?
Yes.
Did you know that JJ is coming back?
Oh my! If JJ come back, I'm.
His thumbnails are on point, though.
Oh
Did you
yeah,
know
they
that
are.
John Favreau's on The Nights with Kathleen Kennedy.
etc.
I wonder why he doesn't do live streams.
He's promised to do live streams. Remember, like, what was it like last summer or whatever? Like he did. What was it last summer or the summer before? Where like he claimed that like people like made up a rumor that he was dead and nobody
Yeah.
saw it. Nobody saw it whatsoever. And like he came out and he was like, "I'm not dead," and I'm gonna start doing live streams, guys. And then he still hasn't done live streams. He said he was gonna guest on something. I swear to God, man, if we could ever like get him as a guest, like that'd be a.
He probably wouldn't do it.
Oh no, he wouldn't do it. No, he wouldn't do it. But
You got to
it's
go back
fun.
in time to where he had that thrash metal haircut.
Right?
Looked like he worked at the freaking afternoon shift at the record store.
Scotty's right. He said he was going to Star Wars Celebration and he would see us there.
Sure he was.
Anyways, so that's that. Whatever. But in other news, we go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that we got on the docket for this evening. A couple of Deadpool 3 things. Are you guys looking forward to Deadpool?
Well, I see Morbius. And I what is that?
I wonder if
writers.
this will age well, though.
I don't know. There's a couple of Deadpool stories. So there was first this one says Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick on making Morbius jokes in Deadpool 3. We haven't seen Morbius, like most of the world hasn't seen Morbius. We haven't even seen the memes. Really? Wow.
I mean, they're working
Okay,
with Deadpool 3. though.
there's no way. There is no way they haven't at least seen the memes. I get the
Well,
movie because the movie's dog water, but like, come on, the memes are like what made
They're not
these
going
movies.
to tell you, though. They're not going to tell you. You know that.
I refuse
What's
to
up?
watch it till it comes out, like on like a streaming.
It
service.
come on Netflix next month.
It's the only way people will
You
watch
didn't go
it.
see Morbius with us, Landon?
No,
Oh, I thought you went and saw Morbius with us.
I did not want to see that movie.
Yeah, we saw it in the theater. I saw it in the theater, man.
I would not spend money on that movie. I'm sorry.
I did.
Did you get a refund? No.
I'll be honest. I pirate Morbius. So
Oh, Monkey Jeebus is right. If a movie ever needed to be riff tracked, it's Morbius.
Like, dude, how? Like, I swear, somebody just wakes up, like, has a dream, is like, I know exactly how we're gonna write Morbius, and then they forget their dream in like 5 seconds. Like, oh, okay, I just lost the whole vision of what I want Morbius to be.
And
And
need
then
to
you
make
said-
a TASM 3. I'm telling you, TASM 3 needs to happen.
Dude, honestly, after Morbius, if they do TASM 3, it's gonna. Oh God, I
That was a
I have no
really
faith in their
horrible.
direction.
No, they
I don't
like
know
Sony. The fact that they're making movies like with this property is so is mind
The
boggling.
reason why Andrew
They're so
Garfield
bad
came-
at it.
Why
Well,
do they
and they're
still
not
have
learning.
Spider-Man again?
They're not learning because they're doing Kraven the Hunter. What did we just talk about the other night? They're doing Kraven the Hunter, and
Oh my
now
gosh.
Kraven the Hunter is like an animal lover and is protecting protecting nature and everything. And like, come on,
Craven
like, because
the
they want him.
Hunter.
Because like not all of Spider-Man's villains are anti-heroes, guys.
Nope.
And then the wrestler.
I
movie?
don't. El Muerto.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, what's the wrestler movie?
El Muerto.
El Muerto
yeah.
by
Dude,
Bad
I just-
Bunny.
It's
Another
it's honest-
anti-hero. All the Spider-Man, like when did all of Spider-Man's villains become anti-heroes?
By Sony.
That's what
Dude,
I'm saying.
right around the
Like,
time that-
yeah, like
Dude, they have
literally-
like 3 brain cells, and they're each given like a brain cell each. Craven 100 looks just like I was actually kind of excited. Like I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna do Craven 100. Hopefully they do well. But I'm like, it's Sony. And then now this news comes out. I'm like, well, it's gonna be another shit show, and they're probably gonna have really awful box office scores because they're of course butchering a character again. But hey, El Muerto, let's go, guy who's in 2 comic runs, let's go.
And yet
Fourth
the
1000 says,
people,
"I want Mike Craven to be the one who killed Harambe and Cecil the Lion."
That's
yet
right.
the
Rest in peace to
people
Harambe.
that hate on Disney and say that Sony should own the MCU. What
please
jokes
kill
do
me.
they?
Oh my
look-
god.
Bro, they
God,
kill it
no.
instantly.
They kill
Bro.
that shit instantly, bro.
Dude, I like the only reason why Spider-Man No Way Home actually probably succeeded is because Marvel's there to carry them through it.
Yeah, and they always say like
The reason why Andrew
these
and
people
Toby came
always
back.
say that Sony's saved No Way Home. Like no,
They didn't say shit. I'm sorry, they're retarded. Listen, the reason why Andrew and Toby came back is because of Kevin Feige. They love. I don't care if it was Amy Pascal or the boss of Sony. They lying. They straight up lying. It was Feige that brought them, and it was amazing. I hope one day we see them again.
It's just they don't, like Enoch said, they don't learn. I mean, how many movies do they have to butcher in the comic book kind of run that they do before they realize that maybe it should take more time? I mean, they
Spider-Man
literally
3.
burn everything they touch. And I mean, even Uncharted didn't do great, and it was kind of like
It
But-
was successful.
I didn't really think Uncharted was bad. I thought it was decent.
yeah,
give
it was
like a
decent,
6.
but I mean, they could have done,
I mean, they could have done better,
the
but
only thing that they got going for them is maybe Venom.
even that
after Venom 2, they really
Venom
killed
2,
it.
they just went downhill.
Of course, they
Venom
did
1,
Carnage
I
wrong.
thought Venom 1 I thought was actually really good, and it was a new stepping stone for Sony. But then
It's
they
not
came
bad,
out,
yeah.
and then they started putting out crap.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like they want so bad to get that Sinister Six thing, but the problem is like, okay, so Craven is not an anti-hero, right? As far as like I know. I
He's
mean,
not,
I don't know. I'm not a big Craven guy, so I don't know a ton about Craven. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I see a lot of people pissed off because Craven has never been an anti-hero kind of guy, and yet, literally, we read the article the other day where like the first thing they're saying is like, oh well, he's one of Spider-Man's, number one. He's Spider-Man's number one villain. First of all, Craven is not Spider-Man's number one villain.
Green Goblin.
More like 7.
Yeah, like first of all, like nothing in that article was correct. First, because Craven is not Spider-Man's number one
One
villain
of the 7.
by a long shot. He's not the number one villain.
If he was, he would have been in a movie somewhere, but he wasn't.
Exactly,
So,
exactly. I mean, come on, you're gonna say that he's greater than Green Goblin or Doc Ock?
Nope.
No, no way, no how. But even
the
beyond
lizard?
that, he goes, but he's a great anti-hero. No, he's not. Like, stop with this anti-hero crap with Spider-Man. Like, Spider-Man needs real villains that have balls, that like actually want to kill him and aren't just like, oh well,
they
I'm
need
just
balls.
misunderstood. Like, it started with Sandman, right? Back in Spider-Man 3 is kind of where like we started.
And they did
this
it good.
stuff.
It did it
That
good.
was
I
fine.
actually, yeah.
That was
But
fine.
not every villain needs to be like
it
that.
gave him a reason, right? With his daughter or whatnot, and like I was like,
And then
okay,
you got Venom.
but
for I think one thing that is going to change for Venom's character is because he knows who Spider-Man is now somehow that they haven't really explained, but I feel like that will make him more of a villain.
Hive mind. That's what they have, and when he knows, because they're like all connected, all the symbiotes are connected, and then in some sort of way and fashion. So obviously some of the other symbiotes have encountered a Spider-Man, so that's how they know. And obviously it was defeated, or most likely Spider-Man killed it. So
after the spell, does the Venom symbiote forget who he is?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Because, I mean, the post-credit scene of Morbius is kind of fucked up because it doesn't make sense how Michael Keaton...
Well, the 187, we've talked about DC stuff that sucks.
No,
we've talked about a lot of
week.
DC. Yeah,
Last
dude, we've
week.
talked about a lot of DC stuff that sucks, bro. Yeah,
I mean,
it's just that this Sony crap
It's like Warner Brothers.
This is not the MCU stuff. Like this sucks, man. Look, I've had nothing but praise for Marvel for a long time, man. Because like I said, I even watched Miss Marvel, and I didn't think I was gonna like that at all, and I really enjoyed it. Now I didn't like Hawkeye.
You didn't like Hawkeye?
No, I didn't like Hawkeye.
I thought Hawkeye was pretty good.
No, I had fundamental issues, but I don't like the character of Hawkeye. I just don't like his character. I don't.
He only works in the comics.
Okay. It's the same thing Green Arrow does, but Green Arrow does it better. Green Arrow does it better,
but beyond that though, even like I just don't like the character, and I haven't liked the way that he's been portrayed in any of the movies. He comes across as just being kind of cocky but weak at the same time, and
run out of arrows.
Yeah, I mean, like, and that's things like archers in small, like, on the street level stories are great, but like taking on galactic villains with a bow and arrow just
right.
It just doesn't do it for me. And honestly, even beyond that, I don't like his character doing some of the stuff he's done. He's married, he's got a family, but he doesn't spend any time with his family. You never hardly see him interact with his family at all. And like, he can't come home for Christmas, but he can sit up all night with a 22-year-old girl in his apartment, like drinking and getting drunk. And he's still pining over his best friend, who's Scarlett Johansson. Just saying.
Oh, the widow.
Yeah, I know it's the widow, but I'm just saying. But she's Scarlett Johansson, so just look at her, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm Cliff's wife, I'm not too happy.
But I mean, the thing is, she's an agent because I didn't know that until Hawkeye that she was an agent, worked for Shield. So
yeah,
I was like, as an agent, I was like, okay, I get why you home with the kids and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I get that. But I mean, and that was the girl who played who was in the Scooby-Doo movie. I didn't know that.
Yep. Yeah, she was on ER for a long time too.
Yeah, she was on ER. Yeah, I didn't know that.
She's good. She's good. I like her.
Yeah, it's having like Green Arrow. I hope we get one day a good adaptation of Green Arrow. So yeah. I mean, they mention him in Peacemaker on that.
But that being said, like I said, I've been very, very supportive of Marvel stuff for quite a while.
Yeah.
It's just
Sony's messed up.
We call it the way it is with DC, but man, this Sony stuff is just it's just kind of gotten crazy. But that being said, let's see, we didn't. I don't think we finished the thing there. So it says we haven't seen Morbius, we haven't seen the memes, but now it's on our radar. Now we'll have to. So
Deadpool is gonna make a joke. I guarantee.
You think it'll be a Morbius joke in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have. Yeah. Oh my, it's like the perfect movie to have just to start shitting on Morbius. I want there. If all the jokes are just Morbius related, that would be awesome.
Okay,
that'd be hilarious.
Question. So, did everyone forget that Deadpool and Korg were in a video together?
Oh yeah, for Ryan Reynolds YouTube channel.
Free Guy. Like, how does that work with Deadpool
Juggernaut?
Like, is
Ryan Reynolds?
Like, how are they adding that then? Or was that like something?
Well, at the end of Deadpool 2, he has a time travel device. He has it, so he could end up in the MCU with Cable.
I think he's always been in the MCU, and they're gonna retcon it, and it'll be some meta joke about how they didn't have a budget.
That would be awesome.
That'd be awesome. They didn't have the budget to bring him in, but he's talked about like Fox's X-Men.
Yeah, no budget. Yeah, which is not canon. I hope they recut some of those actors. But I mean, Deadpool 3 should start production soon enough because they almost look like it's a done deal, anyways. So.
Yeah. Here's something else. Rhett Reese calls Deadpool 3 a fish out of water story. Deadpool is a lunatic at the center of a movie. To drop a lunatic into a very sane world, it's straight butter.
Oh, that's Marvel.
Imagine if like he starts hearing the voices that he does in the comics. That would be awesome.
They could do that. I would not be surprised. I mean,
Yeah, bring in
yeah,
like Nolan North or something.
Well, here's a question: since he breaks the fourth wall and he knows the
yes.
things that we know, doesn't he technically know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
After Spider-Man No Way Home, he shouldn't.
So what if he showed up? What if he got pulled through
at the end of No Way Home?
At the end of No Way Home, and he's been here, but like he's going crazy because he's trying to figure out why he's here.
That is. Yo, that would be.
And Enosh has cracked the code.
I'm just asking. I mean, because he would know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and that was the whole deal. Was that anybody knows Spider-Man was brought in? You know,
he drew Spider-Man in Deadpool 1, I believe.
Yeah, so yeah, he did. So, like, what if that's the what if that's the thing? But also, so there's let's see here. So there was this as well. Oops, where'd it go? Here it is. Deadpool 3 writer reveals first plot details for MCU sequel. Let me get this out of here. I'm trying to get this out of here anyways. Okay. It says, although it doesn't have a public release date yet, Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool 3 is quickly becoming one of the most anticipated movies at Marvel Studios' slate. Even with plot details under wraps and a cast that's still being assembled, having the Merc with a mouth in the same universe as the Avengers is something that already has fans excited. Deadpool 3 is a unique situation considering how the first two movies definitely exist outside of the MCU. Although the third film in the trilogy has been confirmed to change that on numerous occasions since it was announced. While it's thrilling in its own way to think about which existing characters Deadpool could interact with upon his MCU introduction, that does leave some potential complications in the mix. Regardless of how the plot comes together, Marvel has still has the tall order of figuring out a way to bring Deadpool into the MCU. I think I just figured it out, but okay, we'll see. While still keeping the history of his first two movies mostly intact. Well, according to one of the film's writers, that's exactly what the team intends to do as this R-rated romp moves further into development. Then it says here, speaking to Bro Bible's post-credit podcast, Deadpool 3 writer Rhett Reese teased the first details for Ryan Reynolds' debut in the MCU. While nothing specific was revealed, Reese teased that this will be something of a fish-out-of-water story for Reynolds' Wade Wilson. He noted how Deadpool is seen as something of a lunatic in an otherwise normal world, sharing how fun it's going to be to see. And then we got the... but according to this, it says it's a wonderful opportunity for fish out of water. Deadpool is a lunatic at the center of a movie. To drop... Now, hold on. Deadpool is a lunatic at the center of a movie.
So he knows he's in the movie?
Well, he normally does know he's in a movie, but, like, is that like a... Because it doesn't say the movie. Like, the Deadpool is a lunatic at the center of the movie. It's just a lunatic at the center of a movie. To drop a lunatic into a very sane world, it's straight butter. It's going to be really fun. And then they talk about the Morbius thing. That's interesting.
It's been like since 2018, the last Deadpool movie or 19. A long time.
It could be like him interacting like how he would before, and then like something happens, like if it was like Spider-Man No Way Home and he gets like trapped somewhere and he doesn't know how to escape.
Yeah.
And he just goes nuts.
I wonder who's going to be the villain.
Well, isn't that at the center of it, though? Like, maybe the spell doesn't work on him because he can't forget that Peter Parker
Yeah, but he also got the time travel device with Cable. So, I mean, Cable should be in this movie, too. Josh Brolin reprising that role.
Well, you know that there's got to be some kind of
Thanos
joke.
Yep.
I mean, you almost got to know that that's coming, but yeah. I'm looking forward to Deadpool 3. I love Deadpool, man. I love the Deadpool series.
The franchise good. I love Ryan Reynolds as the redeem him from X-Men Origins Wolverine.
True, and that that moment where he goes and kills Deadpool from that. That was a hilarious moment. But on that note, I gotta dip. I got work in the morning. So
All right, bro.
yep. I'll say good night, chat, and
We'll see you,
have a
Jimbo.
fun night. Yep.
All right, man.
See ya.
We'll talk to you later, buddy. All right, man.
Bye.
But Brian, what do you think, man? What do you think? Are you looking forward to Deadpool 3?
Yeah, sure. Well, it'll be good when it comes out. I mean, Deadpool 2 wasn't as good as the first one, and I'm kind of burnt out on that genre at the moment. So, or at least my enthusiasm is not what it once was. So I'm just like, yeah, sure, cool, another Deadpool movie. All right.
Well, I'm just interested to see the way that they bring him in, but I don't know if you heard what I was theorizing while you were gone there, but my idea was he could have been brought in No Way Home because he exists outside of what everything, right? So he knows that he's in a movie. He knows that he breaks the fourth wall. He technically would know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
He'd be like Uatu.
Yeah, so he would know that Peter Parker. So what if he got sucked in that way, and he's trying to figure out where he's at and who he is, and they're saying that they just kind of drop him into the middle of this different world or whatever, sane world or whatever. And he's just this lunatic, in the middle of that. I don't know. What is this nerdy fact? What is this?
It's the helicarrier.
Oh yes, it's the helicarrier. Yeah. Yeah, that's the helicarrier from S.H.I.E.L.D. from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, so Deadpool has already kind of played around with some different...
Wait, it is?
Yeah, that thing that they fight on, Landon, at the end of Deadpool 1, that's a helicarrier from S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, it is? Oh,
yeah,
dang.
but it's crashed.
They just couldn't legally call it that.
Yeah, but that's what it is. So they've already played around a little bit with, crossing the worlds, doing the thing, so.
Well, yeah, they have, especially with not the Flash, Quicksilver.
Right? Yeah.
He's playing Craven. Yeah.
He did Quicksilver so terribly in the MCU.
Well, to be honest, it's because Fox has owned the rights to at that time, so they couldn't use him that much. So I understand that. Though. Yeah,
that's all right. American Chavez bring him over. We're good.
As long as Dopender is still in the movie.
Well, we'll get him back sometime.
Yeah, as a variant. Who knows?
Yep.
Or someone revives him from the dead. You never know.
Yep. Next story.
Well, before we go to the next story, you know what it's time for? We skipped it over at the beginning of the show. It is our Betty White-ism of the evening. Words of wisdom from the one, the only Betty White, from this little book right here that Tiffany got me a while back. A little guide to Betty White. All right, so here we go. So we're in chapter 2. We're starting chapter 2 of the book, guys, called Laughing Out Loud. It says, in real life, as well as on screen, Betty is a quick wit and expert comedic timing. Here are some of her most memorable lines, scripted and unscripted.
Beautiful.
Here's the first one. Oops. Okay, yeah. Get at least 8 hours of beauty sleep. 9 if you're ugly. So there you go. There you go. So William, make sure to get an extra hour.
Man, that's cold.
I know. I love William. We have fun with it. All right. So guess what's coming back, folks? Because you know what? It was not going to work that Avatar was coming back out, right? Because it's going to get re-released before the next Avatar movie.
September.
Right? Yeah,
What's
so
with
it's getting re-released.
Re-releases?
Well, because they got to make money upon money, and every time they make money, they get to add. And so, like Avatar and Titanic and others.
It'd be nice for them to re-release the Star Wars
Wait, they're
movies.
making another Titanic?
No, the Titanic 2.
I was like, what?
No, but those two movies, Avatar and Titanic, they keep going back and forth as being the most, lucrative movie of all time.
I've never seen Titanic.
You never, dude. Okay, things to do. We got to watch Titanic. But Titanic is coming back to theaters. Yes, the remastered version set for theatrical release in time for Valentine's Day
That should be good.
2023. It's coming back, Brian.
No.
Yes, it is.
You guys don't understand, okay? This movie came out in 1997.
Yes.
I transitioned from 8th grade to 9th grade in 1997. Okay?
Yes.
That year, that song, My Heart Will Go On from Celine Dion, was on everything.
Yes.
Like, everything.
Yes.
Everything. You could not go anywhere without hearing that song, okay? So what does my high school band do?
Oh, no.
My Heart Will Go On is the halftime show. And then next year it was Zoot Suit Riot from the Cherry Poppin' Daddies because they had to get on that late 90s swing thing.
Zoot Suit Riot.
Titanic
That's the whole ska thing,
personal.
man. That's the whole ska thing.
No, swing revival, dude. That was like the Brian Setzer orchestra.
Yeah, but
Stray Cats, rockabilly shit.
Yeah, but like Zoot Suit Riot though. I mean, it had that, but it was also because like at the same time, like the whole ska wave was coming, and there were bands. I mean, it's very similar. Similar.
Thanks, Cylon. You're the best.
What was that? I'm sorry, I missed it.
He said, "Near, far, wherever you are."
Oh my gosh, this thing! It was on so much, man.
Everywhere, guys. You don't understand. You youngins, nah. Grocery stores. Radio stations, just constant.
It's almost like A Kiss from a Rose by Seal.
Yeah, same thing.
Yep.
Everywhere. Men in Black song.
Oh yeah, dude. But the movie was great. I mean, also like it was PG-13, but it had boobs in it.
Yeah, it did.
So.
Oh yeah. Water.
And the VHS was a two-parter.
Yeah, I know, right? That was like the first two-parter in a while, man.
Yep.
Because this movie was long, like 2 hours and something. I forgot.
It was like three.
Yeah, it was 3 hours.
3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when people were complaining about the length of like Snyder's Justice League. Oh, it's 4 hours. I'm like, dude, whatever. Titanic was like almost 4 hours, bro.
Yeah. Titanic 2. This time it's personal.
comes up from the water.
The Titanic cinematic universe.
Oh man. The TCU.
You will see
I don't want to know 187. I really don't want to know. I don't need to know. I think I'm good.
Nah.
Titanic versus Avatar, Dawn of Iceberg.
Oh my god, dude! If they have to like Avatar, the next one with the water, and there's a Titanic under the water, I quit.
Titanic 2: Revenge of Zombie Jack.
Oh man, you should have never let go.
Oh well.
Titanic 2: Deep Dive.
Oh man.
Okay, this is funny. Yes, did it have an intermission to it?
Yes.
Yeah, it did.
I don't remember the intermission.
It was right after the boobs, actually.
Was it? All I remember about Titanic, man, the best. So I went and saw Titanic 3 times in the theater, and the last time I saw it in the theater, all I remember is this tall, skinny black guy got up right after the movie started, about 5-10 minutes into the movie, and he started to walk out, and he cracked the loudest fart like you ever heard, right? Like he was going out. I don't know if he's going to use the restroom or if he's going to get popcorn or what. But like all of a sudden, like he just stands up and right as he gets to the aisle, it's just like it was long and super loud. So it just like it was at a quiet moment. So like the entire theater just started erupting in laughter. And I'm not exaggerating. It did that. Like everybody laughed for a good 10 minutes. Like you couldn't every time it was one of those things. Like every time it would start to like every time because everybody pretty much by this point had seen the movie, right? People were just going back to see it again. It was a good date movie, right? You know, like teens were all going to see it too. But every time the laughter would start to kind of wind down, somebody would like make the fart noise. They go right, and then everybody start laughing again, and people were just laughing hysterically. And man. I mean, it just kept going and going and going, and I just remember that it was
that fart did go on. And
the fart went on, yes, yes, the fart went on. But yeah, so apparently it's getting remastered for it. So it says to celebrate the 25th anniversary. Oh my gosh,
God damn, 25th.
Oh, I'm getting so old, guys. Oh,
Didn't it get re-released in 3D a few years ago?
Yes, yeah, it
Yeah,
did.
but not remaster. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like the
I watched
original.
it, and no, I didn't even watch it in the theaters. I watched Men in Black that year, and Batman and Robin that come out in '97.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Oh, that's what I watched instead. Yep, I was watching
Yeah.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah. I watched
Black-
all of them, but
Men in
James
Black
Cameron's
is still
Titanic, the multiple Oscar winner and box office phenomenon that has been set for a fresh theatrical release just in time for Valentine's Day next year. A remastered version will be available in cinemas in 3D, 4K, HDR, and high frame rate.
Damn, James Cameron.
With Disney releasing internationally beginning February 10th, 2023. Deadline has confirmed.
When did Disney buy it?
Fox.
It's Fox.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
Fox?
Fox.
Well, it says
Yeah.
Paramount.
Well, Paramount has the distribution rights, I believe.
It's one of those it's like one of those weird
Things.
like crossover thing.
Yep.
Yeah, Paramount has domestic rights and is expected to also set its date in the coming day. Wait, hold on. Okay,
What?
so
Disney
Disney is
just announced
releasing.
it.
Yeah, Disney is releasing internationally, beginning February 10th. So Disney has the international rights. Paramount has the domestic rights. And is expected to also set its date in the coming days. Cameron's longtime producing partner and COO of Lightstorm Entertainment, John Landau, fresh off a 36-hour plane journey from New Zealand, teased... Dang, 36-hour plane journey. Jeez. Holy crap. Teased news of... That's you know why that is? I'll tell you why that is. It's because dome Earth, flat Earth. You can't just fly over the South Pole and just like get here easily. So you gotta go off on these crazy tangents.
36, my God.
Teased news of the Titanic re-release at Disney's Cine Europe presentation in Barcelona on Wednesday.
Oh.
There he showed off a 3D look at the remastered. Do we need Titanic in 3D though?
Not surprised. No, I ain't surprised.
All right. The epic that made megastars out of Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio originally sailed into domestic movie theaters in December 1997 and rolled out. So Brian, you could have gone to see it because the other two movies you talked about were in the summer of 97, bro.
Yeah, no.
And rolled out over several months internationally and went on to win 11 Academy Awards,
11?
including Best Picture, Best Director, Best Editing, Best Original Song, and more. A 3D version came out in 2012. In total, Titanic is the number 3 movie ever at the global box office with $2.2 billion. Of that, $659.4 million is from North America and $1.542 billion from overseas. Cameron's Avatar is the top movie of all time worldwide. And
How come it's not on Disney Plus?
That is
international.
probably Paramount.
Yeah.
Internationally.
It looks like they just have the international distribution rights. So it says the Titanic news follows Disney's announcement at CinemaCon in April that Cameron's original Avatar would get a remastered re-release on September 23rd. Yay, the day before my birthday. Yay. Ahead of the debut of the first sequel, Avatar: The Way of the Water. That film begins offshore rollout on December 14th and hits North America on December 16th.
Why can't they just re-release
Eight comments. What do you think? What do you think? Over under, Brian? You think positive or negative?
Negative.
Oh, yeah. Positive.
You think positive for this one?
Yeah, people like Titanic.
Yeah,
I'm in the
not
minority
super-
when that
Okay.
movie's involved.
Okay, first one. Sheesh. Between these two and Universal also reissuing E.T. and Jaws this fall, there'll be precious little room for new movies.
That's negative. Wow.
They're not very good anyway, so.
That is negative. Wow.
Yeah, man, I'll take E.T. and Jaws over a lot of the stuff that's coming out nowadays, man. Heck yeah, give me E.T. and Jaws. Okay, an obvious and pathetic attempt by James Cameron for Titanic to pass the gross numbers of Avengers Endgame.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh, man.
I did say.
Yep, it's a dick measuring contest and nothing more at this point. And the Avatar sequels will bomb because even though the first movie made a fortune, most people didn't actually like it.
Okay, buddy, that's negative. Right?
Near Far Again. Near Far Again, that's the name of the person. Yes, Jack and Rose can't get enough. The Abyss remastered, please. Right? Why can't we get the Abyss remastered?
There's 2.
Who owns the right?
Anonymous says, why?
I'm gonna take that as a win. No.
because it's called show business.
Yeah.
Christ, Cameron, it's already made enough.
Hey, I was right. Most of them were negative.
That's negative. Oh my gosh.
Yo, that's negative. I mean,
Oh my god, we got more Titanic titles. Titanic 2, who took the binocular key again? Binocular key. Titanic 2, the death of the White Star Line.
wow. I will say
Cancun Adventures.
Cancun.
Caribbean Pirates Through Time.
That would be a fun crossover, actually.
Hey guys, I think I'm gonna dip out, but
Oh man.
All right, buddy.
Have a good
I'm
night.
tired. I've had a long night.
There you go. Yeah, I know. We only got like 2 more stories, but yeah, I did too. Battle for Atlantis.
that
Titanic
Jared
2, Battle for Atlantis.
Guys,
Thanks, bro.
It's an Aquaman crossover. We'll see you later, Landon. Crosses over.
I mean, I would say this. Rest in peace to Giselle 3. That's just so. I'm damn. Rest in peace. I just feel bad for the director.
funny.
Man.
Jar Jar's Great Adventure. That's funny. That's funny.
Should have made a cameo in Chip and Dale.
Yeah, but yeah. So Titanic's coming back.
I see it next year. Why not? I'll take out mine. I'll see it. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I'll probably end up going to see it. If it's remastered. I don't know. I now that I realize my boys got to still see it, like,
Yeah, just Valentine's Day. There you go.
Why can't they just re-release Star Wars or like Harry Potter?
Because Disney has to probably remaster it, and then people won't like it and stuff like that. So, what you want to see original remastered Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, just
see
leave the
New
thing
Hope
alone.
again.
How about we just release the originals? That would be awesome.
Too.
That would be
What
awesome.
happened? George Lucas.
Remember when we
had
did that,
something
Brian?
like that?
Remember when we did that?
Oh yeah, when we watched the
originals?
unmodifieds. Yeah.
Mhm.
George Lucas signs that contract. You know that.
They released the special editions that year too, didn't they?
But they could
97.
fix some things in the special edition.
Yeah, but George
Like
Lucas.
get rid of Jedi rocks. That would be nice.
Jedi rock. No Jedi rocks. No.
I will say I like the end of Return of the Jedi in the special editions better than Yub Nub.
Really?
Blasphemy.
Yub Nub is so much fun.
Don't get me wrong, that song just sounds more epic. Like
I do agree, but blasphemy.
It's like the best part of the whole damn movie. It's like they're tearing down the statues and stuff. Yub Nub is cool for like the little tiny little party they're having on Endor, but like we're talking the whole damn thing,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yub Nub is just, it's ingrained in my head. It's funny, it hasn't been in the movie for like 30 some odd years, and it's like still ingrained in my head, man. Yub Nub really never gonna went anywhere for me.
Just fix the Anakin ghost scene.
Yeah.
Where he's like staring into my soul.
I thought that was interesting in the DVD releases.
Wait, which one? With
when they
Sebastian
actually
Shaw?
put Hayden Christensen in there instead of Sebastian Shaw.
Well, I mean, people think. I mean, if you look at it, people think that guy is irrelevant. So I understand, but I mean,
well, especially after the prequels, it's like, that's what we know. Then they should have changed over Obi-Wan to fucking over to freaking Ewan McGregor. Damn it!
But they have to pay the McGinnis family. So,
and then the CGI version of Yoda from the prequels. So just replace everybody from their prequels version. It'd be amazing.
Oh yeah,
nobody would watch Return of the Jedi again.
Brian, what I still don't understand is how we went from having such a good puppet in Empire and Return of the Jedi of Yoda
to CGI
to whatever that nonsense was in episode 1, and then they just went digital. Like, it's just bad, man. It's just
bad. Dude, his face is so weird.
Did a special edition with a digital Yoda.
I was like,
and then
He was good in Attack of Clones.
I know,
Like,
but then
the
they
CGI
look. I don't have a problem with CGI Yoda, especially when they had him fighting or whatever. But it's like I don't understand. I don't understand that puppet that they originally had in Episode 1 because that puppet was so bad, and they're like, "What's that?"
CG Yoda looked better in my opinion.
Oh yeah, CGI.
It was like
Yoda.
one of the upgrades for freaking Episode 2. I was like, all right, cool. He doesn't look like a weird puppet anymore.
Absolutely. But it's also that thing that he's a CGI character, so by the time you see him in Empire, I mean, but I guess, for me, that's what it makes the original trilogy like more tangible and real to me, right? And less cartoony is the fact that like obviously Yoda wasn't flipping around and using a lightsaber and all that stuff. So I get that, but in the same token, like I just
Christopher Lee was like 100 years old fighting.
There it is right there. Like, but how do you try to tell me though that is the same mold? They were like, yeah, we use the same molds for the Yoda puppet. There's no way.
Look like it.
No, there's no way.
They make that bigger.
I can't. That's CJH shared that. There you go.
What is that? Is that his?
I'm telling you, the Yoda puppet is bad, man. Bad. If you've not watched the unadulterated version of the Phantom Menace, that's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know they added extended scenes of the pod race in the DVD and Blu-ray?
Oh, that's why it's worse. Damn it. No, okay. One of my biggest problems
is of meth Yoda.
That's funny, dude. One of my biggest problems with that movie is the pod race scene.
Yeah, it's like
a half an hour, 45 minutes that takes you completely out of the movie.
In the theaters, it wasn't that long.
It feels longer,
and I don't think it's as great as people act like it is.
No, it's really not.
Or the Fandom Menace?
It feels longer because it is.
No, the pod race portion.
Oh, the pod race. It was alright. It was okay. I didn't mind. It was like whatever.
I mean, I get what they were trying to go for, but they could have just wrapped it up in like 1 or 2 laps, not all the laps of the freaking race.
George Lucas, like, give me more
tension, bro. More. Tension. They were trying to create tension.
They lost me in the pre-race ceremony when the freaking droids went through the engine.
and then the one thing steps in poop.
Private,
there.
One
thing farted, or that one creature farted, and
Jar Jar.
But no, for CGI Yoda fighting Christopher Lee, that was great.
Oh yeah.
In the private
although
chat.
He was 105.
The Force Ghost Qui-Gon, man.
Yeah.
What's in the private chat here? List of changes in Star Wars re-release. Oh, yeah. Oh, here, hold on a second. Yeah, this is interesting.
They even changed it back in '77.
Yeah, this is why George Lucas on crack, bro. Like, why?
Okay,
So we've never actually seen the original as it originally was.
Oh yeah, I did. I had the gray top VHS of Empire.
You still got it?
Oh come on!
No,
because they changed it while it was in theaters.
When the fighters take off from Yavin 4, there's an extra cloud, and the shot is not synced the same. It also has an artifact in the image. What in the world?
George Lucas for you.
Oh my gosh, there's like so much here. As Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan, and the droids approach the cantina in the mono sound version, the cantina musical cue can be heard. C-3PO's line, use the comm link. Oh my, I forgot, I turned it off, is from an alternate take.
Oh wow.
Close the blast doors. As the stormtroopers chase Han and Chewie, one now says close the blast doors before the rebels narrowly run through. Yeah.
I don't know why George Lucas I know he signed a contract but like why? Just why, bro? Like why change it? Like what is I mean I know you took Hayden.
They added extra ships into the battle too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Gosh, man, so many differences. So many differences.
I like what they did with Empire, though. Empire was probably my favorite of the special editions.
Yes.
And then very closely followed by Return of the Jedi. I mean, I didn't like the Yoda, not the Yoda, goddamn it, the scene with Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, in
Han
New
Solo
Hope.
In A New Hope. That one was kind of like...
Yeah. You know, when it first came out, Brian... I thought it was cool. Like, listen, I really liked the idea of the special editions when it first came out, just because it was showing us something like new. Like, it was like seeing like unseen footage, right? And so it was cool. But like when they made it that was the only way that you could see it, then that was going too far. That's what I felt was going too far. When George Lucas made it so that that was the only way you could see it. Oh yeah, then there's the monkey-eyed woman.
The fuck is that?
This is the original version of the Emperor from Empire, and it's
he
a
looks
woman.
fresh.
It's a woman. No, it's a woman. It's not Ian McDermott, because this was before Ian McDermott was cast for Return of the Jedi. So this is an Empire, and it's a woman, and they had like these weird monkey eye, like this monkey mask or something like that they put over or whatever. So it's like, yeah.
I thought that was fake. I was like, what the hell?
No, that's real. That's real. That's what the original version looks like. Yeah, that's what the original version looks like. So yeah, so Brian, back to the point. Like I actually kind of liked it at first, right? You know, because I was like, oh, that'll be cool, right?
But then they started twisting it and making it more, and it was like, who shot first? And it was just
and that Jabba scene never looked right.
No, it really didn't.
Still,
especially when he walked around the backside of him and like he stepped on his tail, you could like see him move up in a straight line. Just, no.
Yeah,
and now in the Disney version of A New Hope, they both shoot at the same time.
Yeah. Well, and you get McClunky. Dear God, McClunky. Like, why?
And didn't they like take the no out in Revenge of the Sith?
No, they took that no, that no is there, and they added that to George and added that to Return of the Jedi.
That's right.
Because now he says no, like, dude, before it was perfect because there was no dialogue. I mean, Vader, like, everything was pure emotion. Like, dude, the guy, you can't see his facial expression, you can't see anything yet. When he looks back, like, dude, that's a great performance right there. When somebody is like behind a mask and you get the tension and everything, and then to pick up the Emperor and throw him down the thing, and now he's like, no, and does it? It's like, oh man, like we don't need.
I forgot about that.
They also added Jar Jar to Return of the Jedi. His voice. At the end.
Ain't no way, bro. Somebody put that
celebrations.
Somebody put that out. Ain't no way.
Well, because they're celebrating. He says, on Naboo. They're celebrating on Naboo. At the end.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what that was until like the special editions. You're watching it and you're like, what is this planet? And then you see it again in episode 1. You're like, oh, and you get to see Coruscant, and you're just like, "What the hell is this?" Because they never showed it. Well, they're taking down a statue of the Emperor, and you're just like, "They had one of those."
They had one of those. Yes, they had all that cool stuff. No, I just, this is the special editions. Like I said, I liked the idea at first. But the nostalgia got away from me. I was not a fan by the end.
If they'd have left it alone, but the problem with George Lucas is, and this is one of the things with that documentary, The People versus George Lucas, I will agree with 110%. Him and Spielberg, leave your movies alone.
Heck yeah, man.
Leave them alone.
Let them stand the test of time, man. You know, and you know what's crazy about that, Brian, is also the fact that like George was such a proponent of like preserving film
archives and stuff.
Yeah, literally went to Capitol Hill, man, to protests and everything, so that films, were locked away in vaults and stuff and protected and everything, but not his films.
No,
not his.
Heaven forbid. No. We never should actually get an official release of the original.
In 2015, they removed the 20th Century Fox fanfare and added their own intro.
What? No, that's not true.
Yeah.
No, they did that for the movies that they made.
Yeah, no, they
did like The Force Awakens didn't have the Fox fanfare, yeah.
But
they didn't take it out.
They re-released them.
No, not the
For
original ones
the-
because the original ones were that was part of the deal was that Fox still owned that. Fox still owned the theatrical rights to that's why Disney was not quick to put out any more copies of it, because they would have to include the Fox stuff. Like they would have had to have worked out a major deal between them and Fox. That was actually one of the key components also of them purchasing Fox, because it fixed that issue, because Fox had the theatrical stuff. So the Fox fanfare did not appear in the sequels at all. But as far as the other ones, that was they didn't.
I put it in the private chat there.
I don't think that's true.
Don't play it though, because they'll probably get copyright.
Yeah, no. What is this? I don't
think I could do. I looked at. Oh, we're researching.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Yeah, I'm watching it. Hold on.
That's the new fanfare.
From what movie?
From all of them.
So if I fire off A New Hope right now.
Yes, on Disney Plus.
It's not going to have that. Okay, we also have to remember he's in Canada, and every time CGH talks about Disney Plus, it doesn't work for us. I'm serious.
Yeah,
That's the Fox fanfare.
Yeah, I don't know about on Disney Plus. I haven't watched them on Disney Plus, so I don't know what they did.
I'm watching it right now. That's the Fox fanfare. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, then there you go. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's still there.
Yeah. So,
dude, does Canada not like Fox or something?
the guy who put this up, it's a YouTube video. He's got 14 subscribers. So I'm sure he's on the cutting edge of.
Wait.
What is this?
So maybe they re-added it. Who knows?
No,
what year?
Well, how would
did they buy Fox?
They bought Fox just a couple of years ago.
Was it 2019?
But Disney Plus wasn't around, so it wouldn't have been that way just for Disney Plus, and they couldn't have done it for theatrical.
No, they did it for the theatrical release of A Force Awakens, because there was no Fox fanfare in that movie.
Yeah, there was no Fox fanfare for the sequels.
Yeah, but, it was just Lucasfilm.
Yeah, but they couldn't have done this for the others. Like, so yeah,
they even did special editions for the Force Awakens. Yeah.
Huh?
No. What? No way.
Dude, I don't think that this thing is right, man.
It means the Wookiee. Wikipedia.
That's Wikipedia. I don't know. That's some weird. I don't know. That's some weirdness, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at this now. I don't. Maybe there's different prints or something like that, but I don't know, man. Look, I get it. Like, this has a thing like TV broadcast and VHS, Betamax, CED versions. Like, look, back in the day, there were like all these weird versions, and there's a TV version that was cut up to hell. I mean, look at what happened to the Superman movies, for God's sake, right? You know what I mean? So, yes, great tangent. We know.
The Donald cut is better.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. But yeah, no, I agree with Brian. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not that way now, but like they wouldn't have done it for Disney Plus, because by that time that deal was already done, and they couldn't have done it for the release for any theater release, because there weren't any theater releases, and even then, Fox, at the time that Fox was still around, Fox owned the theatrical rights to it, so it has still been distributed by them.
So they edited Yoda in episode 1.
Yes.
For the Blu-rays.
Yes, that they did do, because they George wanted continuity between the prequels, so that they did. But interesting. Whoops. He beat me to it. He pulled it out before I did. Okay. So just a couple more things here. Brian, we're going to answer the age-old question. You ready?
Yes, sir.
The age-old question. This is what everybody's dying to know. Who would win in a fight between Journey Smollett's Black Canary and Thor in a fight?
What the hell does Black Canary do?
She's got the scream. She's got the Black Canary scream, man. She's got, right?
She's gonna get knocked the fuck out.
Journey Smollett.
I never watched that one, so.
Oh, Journey Smollett says that Black Canary would win with Thor in a fight. What's Thor gonna do against the Canary Cry? Are you effing kidding me? She says.
They wouldn't even fight. They would just drink, go to the bar.
There is no way, though. There's no. Thor wins this hands down. Like, you guys know I'm a big Disney or a big DC fan, but my God,
Yeah.
There's not even. I mean, she's human, except for she's got the, she can fight.
Which Thor are we talking about? Like, are we talking about after Infinity War or before? Like,
Doesn't matter. It
doesn't matter, dude. Fat Thor would take her down, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
even Fat Thor could take that shit.
Like, he's still Thor, man. Like, he would hit her with a freaking lightning bolt, and the Canary would it'd be like Storm's line from X-Men. What happens when a lightning bolt hits a canary? Does the same thing that does anything else. It just explodes or whatever.
No, like, all you have to do just. Oh my God,
she would win because Thor doesn't touch a woman.
Sure.
I saw this today and I was like, "Oh, come on, man! Of all the battles to like put together, Black Canary and Thor. Thor is literally the god of thunder, man. Like, he's Thor.
She's funny. She's funny.
I mean, this has got to be a joke. This has just got to be a joke.
It's because they're in a new movie
about this one
called Spider, and then the reporter asked the question, and he's like, "Oh, of course me." He's like, "No, you're not winning. Stop it."
Yeah. Silent Scotty says this is why actors act and writers write.
Yep.
This one might be a.
I still give that to Thor. I give that to Thor.
Ghost Rider took down Galactus.
It depends on the situation, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So they're both two OP characters for the Marvel Universe. I don't know how.
What do you think, Brian? Thor versus Ghost Rider.
I don't know enough about either character to give an accurate assessment. Ghost Rider, what the hell? I don't know. It's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, that's true. Nicolas Cage would find a way. But I saw this today, and I just thought that this was like a really funny thing. Like that if she actually said that, like,
yeah, I don't think she would stand a chance, but that's just me.
I mean, she's just a regular person with a. I mean, she does have powers. Don't get me wrong.
She's no Black Bolt here, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's a very similar power set, though. A very similar power set. Except for Black Bolt just kills you. Like Black Bolt.
It was, he's gonna kill
kind of like Banshee she's from the X-Men.
Yeah. She's more nuanced. You know what I mean? The fact that she can control it. And so it's not. She's not going to necessarily just kill you with her scream. She can put you down. She
don't even use her scream that much. So like, especially in the Birds of Shit movie. So like, it's Birds of Shit.
It's not that bad, dude. Seriously. In fact, I just watched a video today. Like, people are like talking about how they don't think it's that bad.
I mean, she's getting her own movie. The script is done. So like, hope to do her better in the movie than they did in Birds of Prey. That's it.
It'll be interesting to see how that movie goes.
And have Green Arrow in the movie too, because they're both couples. So like, just have them there. What's up, Todd?
What's up, Todd? Todd, I completely agree, bro. Dude, yeah. Canary wins this hands down, easy money on that.
You mean
my money's on Thor all day long on this.
They'll only fight for 3 minutes, and Thor will. That's it, just one. Like, come on, bro. Because they have a new Netflix movie and they're promoting it, and then the reporter asked them the question, and she's like, and she had like, no, you're not gonna win. Even her cast member Miles Taylor's like, no, Thor easily. Like, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
it is funny though to hear like actors and actresses like who don't really know comics maybe like talking about their characters because they they're like, oh yeah, my character's powerful, like, oh, and they, it's like, oh, just any superhero can take on any superhero.
No,
It doesn't quite work that way.
I mean, Black Canary's a good fighter, but I don't think she's no, that's not.
Yeah. But anyways, I just thought it was funny. It was out there today. Today wasn't a big news story day, so not a lot came out today. So that was just one of those things that I was just like,
a slow news week.
It's been a slow, it's been a slow couple of news weeks, man. But one thing that did come out that has been something kind of like talks about so that we've talked about for a long time is Nathan Fillion was on with Michael Rosenbaum on his podcast. Great podcast. If you ever get a chance to watch or listen to his podcast,
animated series. Anita Smallville animated series.
Me too. But Firefly star Nathan Fillion on if he'd still work with Joss Whedon, right? And so this is a story. This is a story that we've talked about a lot, and most of the people who have worked with Joss Whedon have now come out and said things, but not a lot of people from Firefly. You notice that?
No.
Yeah, aside from Alan Tudyk, that was about it.
Yeah, like not really anybody from Firefly. Like all the other projects, the Buffy project and Angel and all that stuff, all those people are done with Joss Whedon.
It's probably before he had an ego.
It might have been. You're absolutely right, Brian. Success does that to people.
Well, this is like his first real big thing, right?
Yep.
He did a good job playing Green Lantern.
2001, 2, 3, something like that in that time.
Yep.
Period.
Yeah, that's a young version of it. Yeah.
I didn't really watch Firefly, so.
Neither did I. I know a lot of people, and now I really don't have like.
Yeah, you're like, man, I'm good.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like I got a lot of friends who were really into Firefly and have tried to get me into Firefly.
What does he sound like a DC character?
What's that?
He sounds like the villain for Batgirl. Firefly.
Yeah.
Well, see, I liked Serenity. That was a pretty good movie, but like, other than that, that's about all of the experience I have with that property. I didn't watch Buffy.
Yep, I wasn't a Buffy fan either. No. I mean, I love the original movie. I love the original movie.
Yeah, with Christy Swanson.
Heck yeah, man. That's my Buffy right there.
With Paul Rubens in it.
Yep, that's my. Yeah, Paul Rubens was awesome in that. Yeah, so I mean that's my thing too, Brian. So, so I guess I never really was much of a Joss Whedon fan, anyways. Fair
enough.
I like the first Avengers movie, the second one.
That one's cursed. Okay, so like the night my dad had his heart attack, I started watching that movie.
Oh,
which one?
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Oh, really?
I'll never watch that movie again.
Ooh.
I'm good.
Yeah, no, I never liked Age of
No,
Ultron.
his only good movie is Avengers. That's it.
The first Avengers movie was pretty decent. I saw it in the theaters.
Yep, I liked the first Avengers movie, but that was, that was pretty much it. But this says Firefly star Nathan Fillion once again addresses a possible revival and whether he would work with Joss Whedon again following his controversies. Firefly lead Nathan Fillion opens up about his experience with Joss Whedon on set and whether or not he would work with the director again. The sci-fi adventure series came out in 2002 and ran for just one season before meeting an untimely cancellation. However, it quickly became a cult sensation. Creator Whedon followed it up with the 2005 film Serenity, which was the last time the world saw Mal Fillion and his crew. While it may be too late for a Firefly revival, fans have been clamoring for new content for years. The idea of a reboot or sequel seemed even less likely after a series of accusations against Whedon emerged beginning in 2020. Justice League Justice League star Ray Fisher alleged that Whedon displayed abusive and racist behavior during the film's extensive reshoots after the director took over the project after Zack Snyder left for personal reasons. A bevy of actors and crew members defended Fisher, with him later being backed up with further allegations by co-star Gal Gadot and Buffy the Vampire Slayer regular Charisma Carpenter. The actresses recounted their accounts of abusive and misogynistic experiences at the filmmaker's hands, for which Whedon ultimately made excuses. It was a horrible thing where he dug his own...
oh my God, 3 months ago when we read the article, I was like, really? Come on, bro.
Yeah, but this says Firefly deserves a revival without Joss Whedon. That's another article. But it says Fillion recently sat down with Inside of You host and former Smallville star Michael Rosenbaum to discuss his career when the topic of a Firefly reboot came up. The actor emphatically states that he would take the job, but then Rosenbaum throws the wrench of Whedon's controversies into the mix, asking if Fillion would work with the director again. He clarifies that he did not have a negative experience with Whedon, who he calls funny, self-deprecating, incredibly talented, and maybe a little haunted, and would work with him in a second. Here's the clip. Let's take a look at this clip.
Right. The greatest Lex Luthor of all time.
You've been asked a million times, but would you do that?
Why wouldn't I do that? It was one of the best things that ever happened to me.
Now, let me ask you, because I've read an article or something that says, this was the best acting job I've ever had. I think that was for Firefly, or maybe Serenity.
Yes.
At the time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
But my question is, and you could just divert if you want, what if they do these projects without Joss Whedon?
Oh, that would be heartbreak.
Because he created them.
Yeah, those are his. How can you? How would you?
Well, because of all the controversy and all the stuff that happened. What's your take on that? Or would you rather not speak? I just wonder.
Correct me. Listen, I read that article.
Yes.
Nowhere in there at any point in time did he mention Firefly. I had an entirely. That was not my experience with that man.
What was your experience?
Funny, self-deprecating, incredibly talented, maybe a little haunted. I mean,
right.
Listen, by his own admission, that guy's a work in progress, and I appreciate that. I would work with Joss again in a second. I would work with him again in a second.
And has he ever hinted about doing one of these projects again? Nathan,
I mean,
how do you feel about?
We talk, we joke, we fantasize. If I say anything too solid, it'll go crazy. I mean, I hate being responsible for that crap. But
yeah,
but that's an entire cast and crew of people who had a fantastic job on that job. It was short-lived, so it didn't have an opportunity to sign.
Hey guys, I'm Tom Welling. I used to play Clark Kent on Smallville.
I'm Michael Rosenbaum.
Tom.
I used to play Lex Luthor on Smallville.
Good God.
Join us every week as we go back.
The heck?
Wait, what? Every week on what?
Wait, hold on. What are they talking about here?
Way back.
I'm excited.
I know.
Aren't you?
Can't wait.
Join Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum every week as they rewind every episode of Smallville and discuss their experiences with friends, fans, and co-stars. Talkville, the ultimate Smallville podcast.
Tell you what, man, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. I'm a big Smallville fan, but yeah, gosh, man, hey, what's up, Bruce? Bruce is here. Jenner Custom Toys. What's going on, Bruce? So you gotta come on and go, hello there. Hello there. Yeah, no, I am not down for. I got to give Michael Rosenbaum credit though, man. Like he went right to the question, didn't he?
Yep, he did, and yeah, he answered that with the quickness.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a couple things going on here. Like I think you're right that. It was probably because it was one of Joss's first things. He probably didn't have the ego that he later had.
Yeah, it was a different time.
Kind of put Nathan Fillion on the map too. So it was kind of like a.
Yep.
a mutually beneficial thing because none of us would know who he was if it wasn't for his character on Firefly.
Yep.
So
Exactly. So I didn't expect Nathan Fillion to maybe throw him under the bus and like get like dip his toe into all that stuff anyways. But plus let's be honest, he's a guy, and a lot of the problems that it seems that Joss Whedon had with were either women or people of color. So from the allegations. So
and that's something to tread lightly around either way.
Yep, and so that's not light fodder for your podcast,
Right.
So it is what it is. But I just thought it was interesting that that came up, that Joss Whedon came up in that.
I mean, he's loyal to the guy who gave him a big break, just like Patrick said. I mean, see, if somebody give me that big of a break, I can't say anything bad about it. So
let him.
Plus, it was a different time too. So before all of the stuff that happened with Buffy and then Justice League and stuff like that. So yeah.
Well, like what I'll say about this is, look, the reason why I disagree with this, and look, I've been on record enough to, as far as this topic goes with Joss Whedon, but grumpy and misogynistic, racist, and just downright being an a-hole to people. Yeah, no. It doesn't allow you that opportunity.
There's a reason why they got rid of him at Marvel too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last time we saw him was in, I believe, in Infinity War.
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron premiere, something like that.
Well, and there was all kinds of allegations about him there too. Yeah. Stuff between him and
Scarlett something.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, stuff between him and Scarlett Johansson. Which it sounds like that may have been, reciprocated, at the time.
Chat.
Yeah. Oh, hey, a super chat. Okay. Peter Rabbit's Defender here with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you, sir. Says, it's such a disappointment that Nathan Fillion still wants to work with Joss. It's as bad as ScarJo still wants to work with Woody Allen and Roman Polanski. Polanski, I'm sorry. She also endorses Joss. Still waiting for Felicity's Day. Comment on Joss. Yeah. Oh, Felicity Days. Comment on Joss. Sorry.
She hasn't been coming yet. Oh wow. That's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, with the viral Black Widow, and they're doing press tour, and then the guy asks Scarlett about Josh Whedon, and Kevin Feige's face was like, "What the fuck?" It's like, okay, she just praised the guy, but like I understand it. And he was the one that worked for us. Like I understand it. I mean, when Nathan is like, that's a different time. So, like, he's gonna give his respect to the guy that started his career. So,
well, too, and listen, you can only speak to what you experience, right? And look, even a-holes aren't a-holes to everyone. You notice that? I mean, you know what I mean? Like even the worst of people, like they still have people that like they never saw them in that light, right? So, yeah, I mean, like part of us may be disappointed, right? But I don't think we could be disappointed if that wasn't his experience. Yeah, like if he did have that experience and he just was not speaking out on it, that's a whole other thing, right? If he saw people being treated wrong and he didn't speak out about it, or or he was privy to that information and whatnot, then absolutely, then I'd be really disappointed in Nathan Fillion. But if he's telling the truth that, hey, I didn't have that experience, with him, I didn't see those things, I didn't experience those things with Joss, then, it's hard to get mad at somebody. You know what I mean? Like it'd be like me and Brian working together, and and everybody's like, Enosh is an a-hole, over at Poindexter Lounge, treats everybody like crap, and whatnot, and and then they go to Brian and they're like, well, Brian, what do you think of Enosh? I mean, every time I worked with him, he was a really good guy. Like, he treated me right, whatever, and they're like, well, come on, Brian, come on. He did stuff wrong, right? And Brian's like, I don't know, man. This is just like my experience with him, I mean, I've had people like that in my life before. So,
oh, boy. When we're done with this show, I got a good story for you, my friend.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh oh. Did I hit a little too close to home there with that one?
I've been having some fun at work the last couple weeks. It's I was off today, but I felt like I was there.
Really?
And I'm trying to leave. Like leave.
Oh geez. But yeah, yeah. So, so it was just interesting that popped up today, and I was glad though that Michael Rosenbaum had the guts to ask the question, and to actually see, hey, what's going on? Hey, did you have that experience? And gave him the chance to, to answer that question, because I'm sure a lot of people, were interested. And look, Firefly is a beloved thing. It's something that a lot of people have really loved and enjoyed. Like we were just talking about earlier, like it wasn't my thing, but people who really loved it. What's up, Bruce? What's up, Bruce? Thank you, man, for the $10. Appreciate it, buddy. Says, wow, how things have changed here and for me too. I'm happy that your channel is doing so good. I'm running a restaurant now. I know, man. He gave up making toys.
Congratulations, man.
He made so many great things for me. I'm
You can make a toy still do, right? Like,
hey, Bruce, I'm sitting here right here with that number 500 Boba Fett that you made me. He actually put my name on it. It was his 500th casting of a figure. It's Boba Fett in this awesome charcoal gray kind of thing, and dude, just so awesome. And he put on that it was made specially for me. And then of course, I love the goldenrod, the C3PO that I show off all the time, and I got a Colonel Sanders and stuff. I got this wall of Bruce here in front of me, and off to the side and stuff. So I love Bruce. But yeah, he's running a restaurant now, man. I saw it, man.
Nice.
It's like my dream job, actually. You know what, Brian? You should get with Bruce, because Bruce, Brian does a Star Trek show on Monday nights, but it's also about food.
Right.
You guys could have an excellent conversation, and I'd be happy to join if you ever do that. But yeah, he says, my dream job, actually. Just want to say hi and show respect. Love you, man. Bruce, I love you too, bro. I know it's been a while since Bruce and I have talked, but he says, I still make toys, but not as many. It's a hobby now. Well, I'm glad that you didn't give up on it fully, because
me on the Firefly DVDs.
What the heck?
Wow.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, he says, you pretty much have everything I've made. I know, man. Dude, man, I'll tell you what, man. When I met Bruce, I met Bruce because I bought a Boba Fett from him. And now it seems like so long ago, Bruce, doesn't it? Like, literally, like, I had to, when I interviewed you on Facebook. I did a Facebook Live with Bruce, and I had to record it off my phone. That's how primitive, like, my capabilities were at the time.
On YouTube.
Yep, and that interview is right here on the channel with Bruce, Jenner Custom Toys. But yeah, man, I literally had to record it, and we did it on Facebook Live, and then I had to go back and hit play from the beginning, and screen capture it from my phone. That was hilarious, but it worked. And we had a good time though, man. That's how I got to know Bruce. And Bruce is a friend and fan of Junkman. So he says boobs Fett is still my biggest. Wait, hold on. You have a boob Fett? I know you got a penis C3PO, but you got a boob Fett? You got a boobs Fett? I need the boobs Fett, man. If you got that.
He said, Boba Fett.
I know, but it's still funny. Peter Rabbit's Defender with the $4.99 super chat. I was just, Peter Rabbit, I was going to bring this up too. So this is interesting, right? Because he says here, Henry Lennox is another one that's still endorsing Joss, but wants Will Smith to return the Oscar to the Academy. It's clearly the hypocrisy is real in Hollywood. Now, listen, again, let's talk real life beyond getting on our soapbox, right?
It's a different situation too, though.
Different situation, but also let's remember again, Henry Lennox, when questioned about that, he never just said that like he never said that the allegations against Joss weren't true. He never took away from what Ray Fisher said or any of those things, right?
He worked with him.
Remember that he did not diminish Ray Fisher's allegations or anything like that. He simply said, my experience, right? My experience with Joss Whedon wasn't that, right? You can't expect Henry or Nathan or anyone for that matter we don't want them to just make stuff up. We don't want that. We don't want people to just get like randomly mad, right? And just like make stuff up about people just because we, believe the allegations against them. We want real allegations, like if they're real, they're real, right? We want real commentary on it, and we want anybody who does come forward to be real about it. We don't want people to just make stuff up. I mean, that's one of my things about the Ezra Miller thing, right? Is that I want the truth to come out. I don't want just made up stuff, right? So, again, with this, I get what you're saying, man, but like I think to say he's still endorsing Joss as opposed to he shared his experience with Joss, I think those are two different things. I just think they are. And
I gotta go.
You gotta go?
Yeah.
All right, CJH.
All right.
Good having you here tonight, bro.
Yeah.
Peace, bro.
No problem.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later. Yeah, so that's what I would say. There's a difference. There's a difference when it comes to those things, between just like I said, Brian could sit there and go, hey man, I don't have a problem with Enosh and somebody else does. So
okay, that's been my whole thing. It's like I can be friends with people who aren't friends with each other. Like,
yep.
I know how to separate that. So,
yeah. So, I think that we just have to look at things, from the bigger picture sometimes, right? And
True.
judge things fairly, judge things fairly, judge things the right way, and just kind of go from there, So, but hey guys, that's
great night.
That's all I have for tonight. It's an early night tonight. Not a lot going on, and a lot of people busy tonight. So, or we do something else, play a game or something. But I think I need to get some sleep. I need to catch up on some sleep, and I think this is a good night to do it. So, wait, hold on. Enosh is the queen squash.
The beef?
Is the queen squash.
What do you mean by queen?
Care to elaborate, good sir?
Elaborate, please.
Would you watch the Book of Boobs Fett?
Yeah.
Depends on who's in it, really.
Who's in the Book of Boobs Fett?
Well, I mean, I guess we did get to see.
Brian, do you remember this show that was on? It was like around the time it wasn't a spinoff, but it was slightly after Married with Children was on, and it was what was it called? Hold on a second. I came across this today because the beginning of July 13th, actually, I'm going to be interviewing Rhonda Shear, who used to be the host of USA Up All Night. She had Friday night, and Gilbert Gottfried had Saturday night. And she sent me a signed copy of her book that I'm trying to read. And my God, that woman was in a lot of stuff that I had no idea she was even in it. She was on Happy Days. She was on Full House. She did a thing with George Burns. She was, she did a lot of stuff before she got that role. Got that part in with USA. And anyways, she mentioned a cameo that she did, I think, on this TV show, and I had forgotten all about this TV show. But Unhappily Ever After. Do you remember that? It was the dude, Bobcat Goldthwait, played the voice of this rabbit puppet.
Mm-hmm.
That
I know what it is. I know what it is. It had Nikki Cox was
yes,
in it.
Nikki Cox, dude. I had forgotten all about Nikki Cox.
I forgot the name of that show, but it was very similar. It was like a ripoff of Married with Children.
It was, but I watched the first 2 episodes today, And dude, I was laughing my butt off. It took me.
It was
back
a
to
funny show. I used to like it. Oh god darn it! What is the name of that show?
It's Unhappily Ever After.
Okay, Unhappily Ever After.
Yeah, that's what I was here. Hold on a second here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now here. Hold on a second. Let me. I bring it up because it was, gosh, it was a funny show, and but yeah, Nikki Cox though was in it, and I remember these people from back in the day, but like I don't remember anything else really that they were in. But Nikki Cox, that's where she got her start.
Yeah,
was on there. But and I won't play the theme because it's Hit the Road Jack.
Yes.
But you know, so it had Bobcat Goldthwait as this puppet and stuff. Like, you know, the guy was going through a divorce and he's kind of like going crazy and stuff. And it was a funny show. But let's Nikki Cox, dude. She was beautiful. I had a huge crush on Nikki Cox.
Yeah, it was her and Alyssa Milano.
Yes. Yeah, Dad Dude Vince says, yeah, I watched that. Yeah, heck yeah. Nikki Cox was in Terminator 2?
Was she?
Was she? Beautiful redhead, though. Now she's married to some dude. Who is she married to? She's, hold on a second.
Here, we'll highlight the $2 version of that question.
Nikki Cox is now married to. Who is she married to? I saw a thing where she's married. She's married to somebody I didn't think about. I wouldn't have thought that she was married to. Hold on a second here. Overview, personal life. She was engaged to Bobcat Goldthwait for a while. What?
The hell?
And now she's married to Jay Moyer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's been married to him since 2006.
Oh, I was like Jay Moore.
Yeah, she's married to Jay Moore, but she was engaged to Bobcat Goldthwait, 16 years her senior.
Ew.
Who did the voice of Mr. Floppy on that show?
Ooh.
What? Dang, Bobcat, man, trying to pull down on. She was 17 when that show started, so that's weird.
Interesting.
That's weird. Yeah, I had a huge crush on her, man. A huge crush on her. I love Sarah. Yeah, Sarah Connor Chronicles, amazing. Oh, she tells the T1000 John Connor was at the Galleria. Huh. Interesting. Thank you, 4,000 for the $2. By the way, did you notice Nikki Cox in Terminator? Interesting. Angie says this show was my jam. It's a funny show. Like, you know, I mean, yeah, it's very similar.
Was it on the WB?
Yes, it was on WB.
Okay.
Yep. Very similar to Married with Children. A different slate, you know, just
same
because...
house. It was just it was so close.
Similar set. You know, you had the snarky young, you know, brother who was always giving his sister a hard time, except for she was not ditzy like
she wasn't a Kelly Bundy.
Yeah, she wasn't Kelly Bundy. She wasn't ditzy like that.
Although I'm telling you right now, Married with Children is oh my god, dude, that show was amazing. I love that show. It was one of those shows I wasn't allowed to watch as a kid. But
I would love to see a reunion of that show.
Didn't they do one a few years back?
I don't know. I didn't see anything.
Because everybody's still around. I mean,
yeah, that would be a great show to do a reunion on.
Because I know Peggy was on Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. But Nikki Cox here, look at her hair there. Look at that hair. Man, she was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Teenage me was like, heck yeah. But yeah. Yeah,
I don't think
know.
she looks that good now, though. She's not.
No, she doesn't look that good now.
No.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what, man. A lot could be said for people just aging gracefully, like whatever that is, man. Just don't inflate your lips. Don't go all the plastic surgery route and make yourself look. I don't even know what anymore, man.
She's more a machine now than a woman. Twisted and evil.
Yeah, man, it's a shame, bro. It's a shame that when you see a few years ago at Comic-Con, we Tiffany kind of joked and said it's the scrapyard where all the old Playboy playmates like go to die, because like there was a whole row of old Playboy playmates from like the 80s and 90s, and like, dude, it was really too bad. But yeah, here's some pictures of her. I'm trying to find something new. Here's one.
It's somewhat recent.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. I mean, she looked nice though for a long time. It looks like.
I think she was in like one of the last things of that Las Vegas show or whatever.
Oh, was she? Okay, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So just just don't
Oh, see, Jenner. Yeah, there we go.
What's that?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, David Faustino, Bed Bundy, has been working on a reunion show for Married with Children for a couple years now. They say he can't find the financing for it. Gosh, somebody finance that thing, for God's sake.
Seriously, man. Like, everybody would be down for that. I mean, Christina Applegate, like, come on, man.
Yeah, they all still love each other a lot, man, because I've seen
I know
them
they've done
together.
stuff. Like,
yeah.
Well, isn't, what's his face? Didn't he pass away, though? Ted McGinley or whatever? The guy that played the neighbor.
Did he?
I don't know. I'm really bad about that sort of thing. Let me see. All right. So look at the Married with Children cast here.
Dang, that would suck if he passed. He looked like the most healthiest out of all of
them. I used to love that show, though. God dang. There we go. Ted McGinley. Either that or he just stopped acting. Oh, he's still alive. Never mind. My bad. Like I said, I'm terrible about that sort of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd absolutely down for that show. I'd love to see that.
Yeah. Let's get the hashtag a pumping. Let's go.
Hashtag release the Married with Children sequel.
Yeah. And then while we're at it, season 8 of Deep Space Nine.
you want more Deep Space Nine, huh?
A little more Star Trek in my life. No, I'm just really, really excited for next year's Picard or next season's Picard, because all the original Next Generation cast is coming back. Yeah, indeed.
But yeah. So but no, that was just something I came across today because apparently she did a stint on there, and she had a video up of it, and I was just like, because I was doing some research for the interview, and I was like, dang, like I'd completely forgotten about that show.
I love that show. God damn.
Yeah, it was a fun show. So anyways, that was a little something there for the end. But hey, go follow Brian over Brian Master None. Go check him out on his channel, and check Anthony out as Anthony makes the rounds on all the different shows and stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And do all that stuff. Thank you guys for all.
Great night, everybody.
For being here tonight. Thank you to those who gave super chats tonight. Appreciate it so much. Just kind of a quiet, laid back kind of night tonight.
This is fun. I haven't been on the lounge this late in like almost a year. It feels
right.
It's been a long time.
So just a chill, just kind of laid back, nothing doing kind of night. So there
what
you
is
go.
Hendrix Sonnet doing?
You want to know what Andy Signor is doing before we leave?
I don't care.
Let's just check for just a second. Let's see if he's maybe up to. What could he be up to? I don't know what. Let's see. Let me see what he's up to.
Also, oh my god.
Goodbye, horses.
Wow.
Please don't ever show that again.
Yeah. That's
Also, William is old as fuck.
That's what Andy Signor is up to right now. So.
No, hopefully he's dancing like no one's looking.
Yeah. So when you ask how I find this,
Did you smoke this morning?
Weed don't bother me.
Did you smoke this morning?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah.
No? Because Gary, Baba Booey, you know, he thought you smoked weed. He thought you smelled like weed.
Me? Nah, I don't
Yeah.
smoke weed.
Yeah, I mean, you know weed.
I hate weed.
Not me.
Oh man, that's funny. Silence says, "I agree with Brian. Please don't show that again."
You showed the Jason Mewes one from Clerks 2 where he's standing in the drive-thru. I love that movie, by the way.
Hey,
cinematic
go check.
brilliance.
Yes, go check out Jenner Custom Toys as well. If he's still got his YouTube channel, so there you go. Go check out. Go check him out, man. He's got some great stuff. Teach you all about how to make your own toys, and a bunch of fun stuff. And he does some cool skits on there every once in a while too, and some fun stuff. I got another buddy who's an amazing voiceover artist that I just ran across today, again, that I haven't seen in a while. And this dude does so many voices, guys. You would just be absolutely amazed. And so good at what he does. And he's an amazing musician as well. And he is. I talked to him tonight about coming on the channel and maybe doing something with us. So I've actually hired this guy to do voices for me before for different things,
nice.
For skits and things like that. And so yeah, man, heck yeah. Oh yeah, while we're at it, I would like a Sarah Connor Chronicles season 3. Yes, that's what I want.
They probably would never do that.
You do suck. If you ask Bruce real nice, maybe he'll teach you something. I'm sure he's got some extra silicone laying around the house.
Cooking channel?
Says it's going to become a cooking channel. Awesome. That's fantastic. No sex toys. I don't know. You got boobs fat, so does that count? I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, just a fun, just kind of laid back stream tonight, and it's always good to have you guys here. Thank you guys for showing up at the lounge. Appreciate all of you. Thank you guys for all of your support of me. Also, again, follow us on social media. If you're on TikTok, go follow us on TikTok. We're over 600 followers on TikTok now. So we're closing in at 1,000. We need 1,000 to be able to go live, and because that's their rules, you can't go live unless you have 1,000 followers. So we'd love to be able to, we'd love to be able to go live on there and kind of expand what we do here. So please, if you're on TikTok, go take a look over there and just follow us over on TikTok so that we can get that much closer to hitting 1,000 so that we can do a live over there. All right. So that's about it. But hey, like I always say, don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter. Don't tell anybody that their fandom doesn't matter, but seek to have good conversations and treat everybody with respect. And if you do that, there'll always be a place for you here in the Poindexter Lounge. Until next time, stay.
Peace.